I'm a kangaroo.
Yeah. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the show, man. Still silly songs for the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor, it's Gucci's galore. So many more from 6 in the Mars, never more. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin, two Tobin is.
Oh, thanks, Low Dog. And welcome on in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
Boy, my day got off to a start.
How are you, man?
I'm good. But guess
Who got off to a start? You got cut off there.
I said, I'm off to a start.
What happened?
I just watched a little clip.
Oh, you watched it too? Are you talking about a little Skip and Shannon?
Woo! Hey,
Frosty, dude.
Hey.
Frosty.
This seems like this has been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
Because see, and here's the problem with that situation. That no matter what, right? Shannon has to be able to control himself. Skip can do whatever.
Yep.
But nobody gonna care about Skip. They're all gonna look at Shannon. And I think Shannon's getting frustrated putting himself in that situation. And like even today, he was trying to explain.
He was trying to move on.
And Skip interrupted him.
It was so good. We'll play. Marcos is turning it around for us here, but let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We'll get into some Panthers, but the Panthers get a big win last night over the Coyotes
against a scrub
5-3. Doesn't matter. They needed it. Whatever. Yep. They need to win against anybody. Matthew Tkachuk, first cat trick.
Oh boy.
What?
Kind of like it. I don't know.
Leroy has three. That's 3 goals.
I know. I mean, I'm not gonna fight it, Marcos.
Yeah.
Point for Tobin.
I can't take away from its comedic value and its play on words, even if I may not be a fan of it. I have to step back and give the people what they want. They want the silly sauce. Go ahead and, Matthew Tkachuk with the cat trick.
So had that, and then tonight, number 12 Hurricanes. They're back on the court. They take on Georgia Tech, 7:00. I believe that's on the Shark. Is that on the Shark, Marcos?
It is indeed,
the
sir.
Sharkos.
Ooh, wait, okay, hold on. You're getting crazy, dude.
Crazy to lose. Okay. So you got that, and then the Heat are, of course, back in action tonight. They take on the Lakers
at midnight.
Free Heat. That's going to be on WQAM. I believe LeBron is questionable for tonight, and Jovic going to be out for the next at least 4 weeks. He has a stress reaction in his back.
Oh, goodness. Hey, how about, guess what? Guess who's out again?
Zion. Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Like, come on, new Blake Griffin.
It's every draft class needs a representative. Every couple of years you got Blake Griffin, then you got Anthony Davis, and now Zion Williamson.
Holy smoke! I mean, they say multiple weeks.
Yep, he's got a hammy ham, so that stinks. By the way, Anthony Chang pointed this out on Twitter. Likely means the Heat will miss Zion because they play them the 18th and the 22nd. So looks like no Zion versus the Heat coming up this month, which is I'm sure a lot of people
aren't they leading the Western. Aren't they number 1 in the Western Conference? Pretty close, right?
The Pels?
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah, I didn't think they were first.
Yeah, but they're close to first.
They were first.
They've been good.
They were first last week.
They're a talented ass team.
Yeah.
Talented ass team.
With everybody's trade pieces, they built that team pretty good.
Yeah.
Except
And
the one thing you can't control,
health.
Zion's health.
Yep.
No, not health, just Zion's.
Just Zion's health.
Right.
Okay. First, let's get to a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. Leroy goes over to the windowplex.
It is partly cloudy. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Them trees are humming. Coming out of the southwest. Other than that, fairly nice day. Maybe a little breezy.
How do you do,
I
Marcos?
would say it's probably about 80 right now.
Wow. How do you do, Marcos?
79. It is breezy, about 13 miles per hour. Partly cloudy, but looks like it's good weather for the day. He was right.
He's a golfer.
He's a golfer.
Do you have this frostiness? Speaking of weather, do you have this frostiness between Skip and Shannon to start the show?
Dude, I felt I cringed because I thought Shannon Sharp, this was it.
I thought it was too.
I thought it was. He looked like he was about to get up and leave.
People, well, they were saying like execs, because I know you were saying that maybe it was no, like he did not show up yesterday because of this tweet, and Fox execs were not sure when he was going to come back, according to TMZ. He did show up. He seemed like he wanted to just move on, but the old Skip
He
couldn't help
doesn't know
himself.
when. Yep.
Here's the sound from Undisputed.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to DeMar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip. I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Woof.
Oof.
And I'm gonna just tell you that it's pretty hard to do what Skip Bayless is doing right now. He is trying so hard to defend himself. He's digging himself a deeper hole.
Yeah.
And the one guy that has credibility that could kind of help everybody move on, he just cut off.
Yeesh.
So, like, I mean, I was interested to see what Shannon had to say after you said, I wish you would take it down. He said, I don't agree with it. I wish you would take it down. But I thought he was going to say, but, something along the lines of, it's a free country and I'm just going to move on. And
Sure.
I thought that's where he was going to keep it moving on to today's topics.
Well,
But Skip couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it. And the thing that's crazy about it is you have somebody who you've been doing the show with now for a long time who's trying to reason with you, because nobody on that show, listen, Skip Bayless is a very powerful guy on that set. There's Todd the intern's I can say, I gotta tell you, Skip, you really missed the mark with that one. Like no one on the staff is gonna, well, I thought nobody here had a problem with it. Who on that staff is who's gonna say something? Who's gonna say something?
Exactly.
He's the most famous guy on that network. He's not, like, no one's gonna go to him. The only guy who would is your co-host. And he's like, oh, I thought we were going to bring this up, Shannon.
I'm curious.
Nobody had a problem with it. Todd didn't have a problem. Did you have a problem with that? No, not me, Skip.
I'm curious because and when you have to tell people how much you respect the hell out of somebody, it usually means you have questions yourself. And the way Skip has treated Shannon in the last month, that is not a sign of respect. And I don't understand from demeaning and minimalizing what the guy did on the football field to even this incident right here where he wouldn't let him finish his monologue. Right? That's not a sign of respect. And you telling somebody you respect that dude with all the events that have occurred in the last month definitely doesn't show it. And he is. You can say what you want about Skip. You can like him or love him. Okay,
Not
that's
me.
fine.
Not me, dude. I don't like him.
But
That's not
for
me.
But I will say this. Shannon Sharp brings that show credibility.
Of course.
Not Skip Bayless.
That's what I always say with him, dude. No credibility that Skip Bayless.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Brendan.
No.
Oh, it doesn't it just give you the heebie-jeebies?
Chills down my spine.
Hi, Bryn.
It was a dark time, okay?
Hey,
you guys don't know what it was like when LeBron left the Heat.
Hey.
Okay, he left the Heat. I was looking for any national voice to give us somebody to say our side, and he was the only. I went to the darkness, okay?
Hi, Brendan. This is Skip Bayless.
You know, it's even
it was hard times. Everybody was so happy LeBron went to Cleveland. The only people that were upset were us, and this was the one guy nationally who was like, I kind of think LeBron did the Heat dirty.
I would say this: be more careful with who you align with.
I aligned with evil.
I
aligned with evil. It was
you let Dracula bite you in the neck, and now you're
Deion Waiters here. You don't understand. You guys don't understand. Okay, I was rooting for a guy who talked to
Brendan.
fish.
This is Skip Bayless.
So
I had Luke Babbitt on the team, dude. There was nobody here. It was dark times. I'm sorry. Luke Babbitt.
But the thing that is amazing is that something's got to happen, right?
With them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, Skip seems like he's the guy that'll just keep it moving, but not Shannon.
It's
Shannon.
tough
Shannon,
because, like, if you're
it's
Shannon,
something to do. I 100% believe it would be hard for Shannon to do that job knowing that Skip don't respect you.
I don't know. It's tough because, like, it feels like if he walks away, I don't know when his contract's up or anything like that, but like if you walk away from that job, like, is that letting him win almost? Like, like do you or because you're not gonna, because, like, look, if they're gonna choose between somebody, I feel like they're gonna choose Skip Bayless. I feel like that's what that's what Fox goes with. They go with the opinionated blowhard. No matter what the subject.
It's not a matter of letting him win, right? But I've learned a long time ago, you can't put yourself in situations where you could end up looking like a fool, right? You can't do it. You can't. And so the thing is that there's something about having an opinion and being entertaining. That's what Shannon is. He'll give you a good opinion, but he's funny doing it. He's creative. He like, I enjoy listening to him talk even though he talks like Guy Smiley, right? Let's be honest. But that's okay. But so I like Shannon Sharp. I really like what he brings to the table. He keeps it real with Skip, which not many people have been
He's
able
super entertaining.
to do.
Like, look, there's a lot of people who have Skip's had a lot of people, and I mean, like, who have sat across from him. Like, not everybody's good at it. He's great at it, Shannon Sharp. He's
Right.
great.
Right.
And he's and a lot of the times I would say since they've been over there, at 5, I'd say Shannon has a lot of viral moments too. Like from what he's talked about, he'd certainly be successful without Skip Bayless, but I think that it's one of those things where will he be, will he get as many eyes? I don't know. I mean, is it better to be against the guy and make him look like a fool the rest of the time, or is it just like I'm sick of working with this? I don't know.
But
I don't know what
see,
he feels
at
like.
some point, though, when the situation is not cordial, meaning that you could disagree all the time, but when it becomes, not respectful, then it becomes not entertaining.
I just say that I don't like right now on Twitch and YouTube how Skip Bayless is over my shoulder like a little conscience. I don't like that. Can we turn the channel? Or can we make him hot? He's sitting on it. He's like an evil take Jiminy Cricket. Hi, Brendan.
Yeah.
Hi, Brendan. This
No.
is Skip Bayless.
Oh my goodness.
It's like he's right there.
Yeah,
He's right there.
He
just
is.
Like,
he
Hi,
is.
Brendan.
He
Yeah,
is.
I don't like it. Go away.
Yes. But I
It was
can't.
dark times, dude. You don't understand. Dr. Toboggan's like, yeah, remember when you called James Ennis King James? Yes, dark times. I was looking for a warm light and I went to hell.
Oh my goodness.
I went to
It was a dark time.
Oh, it was a dark time, dude. I went to go watch him live in Vegas. I was going to say hi to Joy too, but I mean, I really wanted to see the GOAT at the time.
By the way, I haven't forgotten about that either, bro. When you left, where are you going, Tobin? Want to go eat some breakfast? No, I'm going to see Skip.
I'm pretty sure you were golfing. I'm pretty sure you went golfing.
Dude.
You're going golfing.
No,
Take a break.
You know why? You know why? Because they did their show during a weekday, and I didn't golf during the weekday.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
Hi, Brendan. This is Skip Bayless.
AM 560 Sports WQAM. Broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Looking for a Chevy, Cadillac, Buick, or GMC? Stop by Edmore Sawgrass.
To swimming, running, rowing, dunks to downward dogs, and battle ropes to box jumps. It's all here at LA Fitness. And the
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here today.
Yeah.
We got a pair of Heat and Nets tickets to give away for today. The Heat play the
That's to be a
Nets
banger.
Sunday at FTX Arena, which
Banger.
technically still is, although I know they don't want me calling it that anymore. So the Heat's house, I'm sorry. Look, I was so used to AAA for so long and American Airlines Arena. You know, then I had to beat this into my head. And now I got to get back to Heat's house or 601 Biscayne Boulevard.
I mean, that's like back in the early 2000s. Anybody that named their building buy.com or just .com in general.
Right.
Yeah, it happens. I need to put my hands on it, though.
Trevor says call it Miami Arena. It's not Miami Arena, though, Trevor. I know you're from Philly. There was a Miami Arena. You can't call it Miami Arena. It's kind of blasphemous.
The Heat's house works. The Heat's house.
But it's but yeah, that'll be Sunday. It's a great game coming up. You got the Nets are rolling right now.
Sunday. What time? We got a night game.
It's 6. I think that game is 6.
A little early. Look, you can get to the game early, get out in time to get you a nice sleep after this Heat.
Yeah, 6 o'clock Sunday, and the Heat will be wearing their throwbacks, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Give you a Miami Arena feel.
I know Heat Nets. You're gonna be boots on the ground.
Oh, of course.
Will you just bring
my boots will be on the ground a lot because there's a lot of great games coming up. Because I mean, by the way, did you see this yesterday? Because I just saw the Heat are playing the Thunder next Tuesday, which you wouldn't think is a good game. Did you see what they did to the Celtics last night?
Wow, they annihilated them.
Annihilated them.
That was crazy.
No shit. No SGA either. They didn't have Shea.
How?
I don't know. They put up 150 points on them.
Yeah.
What?
That's ridiculous.
They beat the Celtics.
What did they beat? Like 33s?
Dude, they beat the holy hell out of Boston yesterday. They beat them. Listen to this: 150 to 117.
Damn.
It was beautiful. They did hit 23s. They were 20 of 40 from downtown.
50%? You're not winning. You're not winning.
That was crazy. They shot 59% from the field.
Ridiculous.
Right.
That's
and
crazy.
Wait. You think it'd be higher? We're shooting 50% from 3. Right?
Woof. Do you have their free throw numbers? Like, I'm still trying to put this together.
Not that great. 14 to 22. It's decent.
Hey, wait,
you don't it's not like a parade to the free throw line.
Hey, Marcos, you don't have a lot of free throws and everything's going in.
That's true. That is true. A lot of those were and one, apparently.
They had 5 guys score over 20 points yesterday.
Wow. So just with
I don't
5
even
guys,
know
they
5
almost beat them. Wait, who's the leading scorer? If you add up those 5 guys, do those 5 guys beat the Celtics?
It was Josh Giddey.
Oh, okay.
They're the young guy from Australia, love.
Oh, I like his dance.
It's not, I think that's the same. What he does, what Josh Giddey does, intangibles is that's what Mike Gesicki does.
Yes,
Gesicki does the giddy. Yeah. Everybody else is doing the gritty. And I saw Marcus Smart did that thing again where he gets kicked out of blowouts because he's just a show pony. I don't like this game. We get kicked out. Man, it's like a technical foul.
You know what sucks about that, right? Like all these clowns, and Draymond Green used to do this all the time. They used to not worry about technical fouls, and then you get to those pivotal moments in the season, and your ass is out because you got too many technical fouls.
It's crazy though, dude. Did that without SGA too. Did it without their best player.
They put up 48 in the third. Dude.
48 points
in the third. Is that like you've heard the third quarter? Is that the opposite? Because 48, they don't score that many in an All-Star game.
No, that's absurd. Quarter.
That's insane what they did yesterday.
And everybody played for the Celtics.
Everybody, yeah. I think the only person who didn't play was Rob Williams, but they had Smart, Tatum, Horford, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, everybody played. The only guy I think the only guy they sat was Rob Williams. That's
pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible, dude. Listen, I'll tell you. Look, I know everybody wanted to treat the Celtics like they were God's gift to basketball because nothing the national media loves more than Boston being good at basketball. I mean, they lick their boots. That's how much they love it. And it's you're telling me that Derek White wasn't going to keep shooting 50% from 3? You're telling me that Grant Williams wasn't going to be one of the greatest shooters of all time? It's shocking. Shocking that they've come back to earth a little bit.
I find it like amazing that you know what's going to happen, right? So after this game, when everybody does their top 5, the Nets are going to be number 1. Right?
Possible.
And let's be clear. Did we think at any point after Steve Nash got fired,
no,
that this would look like this?
No,
Because they look unstoppable.
Everybody was kind of peeking their head up like, KD forcing a trade again. It's going to happen.
No. Wait. Marcos, get back on this screen. Get back on this screen because I want to look somebody in the eyes that's going to be speak truth with. It wasn't everybody, you fraud. It was you.
It was you, dude.
KD, make a stink.
I know he's gonna make a stink, dude.
He is making a stink.
He's making everybody else stink is what he's doing.
But
killing everybody. Him and Kyrie. They've won 12 straight.
Did you ever think that you would talk about the Nets and not care about what Ben Simmons was doing?
No.
Right. You
but
thought
he's been fine. He's been good for them.
The conversation was always going to be Ben Simmons is not working out. Like that's what we had in our minds going into this. When soon as he played the game, he missed 5.
It's all right, dude. Listen, rude awakening is coming on Sunday.
You know how crazy basketball is.
Rude awakening. I hope that they're still winning. I hope I hope the Heat snap the win streak on Sunday.
Agreed.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Good.
Yeah,
Keep winning.
I love the way. You know what?
Keep winning.
Can I just say I love the way the fans want all that smoke.
I want that smoke, dude.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it.
Go ahead. You go. Listen, they got tonight. They got Goron and the Bulls tonight. They'll beat them. They got no Zion Pelicans on Friday.
That'll be
all
tough.
Right. Then that means they got Saturday night, South Beach. And an early game.
Wait, think about this. Where would you rather spend the night? I give you a choice. New Orleans or Miami?
Can you smoke weed in New Orleans? Eddie loves the weed.
Dude, what are you doing?
He does, dude. I'm not saying anything out of turn.
Nah, I gotta have a card.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got a card.
He's got a card.
I'm sure Durant has a card. You know what? I think he's got a card here too.
Yeah, probably does.
You know what? Stupid question.
Oh man. Can you believe basketball has been so crazy?
What are you doing?
What did I do?
I asked you a question, and your response was, "Can you smoke weed in New Orleans?"
Well, I know you can. I know the drinking's great there. I was just wondering.
Yeah. Drive through alcohol.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing.
They got one of those on Dixie over here.
Do they?
No. I'm
But
talking about making you a drink in a red Solo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like drive through. Give me a Jack and Coke and give me those 2 190 octanes to go. Yeah.
150 points to the Thunder, huh?
Yep.
Right, the Thunder.
Well,
yeah. I mean, we've seen crazy. I mean, this has been a week of scoring, has it not?
It's been crazy. The scoring around the league has been nutty.
We haven't even mentioned Giannis. Giannis put up 55 yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Career high.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Well, he said that too. He's like, I want my game to be boring. I was like, well,
yeah, it was pretty. It was
boringly dominant.
0 for 3 from 3. So that was 20 field goals and a couple free throws here. The entire game was probably.
He's a moose, except when he faces Bam.
Man, and what's amazing is that you see him on the top of the key. He's got the ball, and then 2 steps dunk. Like it's amazing how he gets from point A to point B with speed.
We got coming up this week. I'm telling you, dude, good games coming up for the Heat. Obviously LeBron tonight, maybe.
Hey, wait a minute. A good game is when the Heat win.
Oh yeah, but
I don't want to hear about the good matchups. I don't care.
I like good matchups though. I like good matchups, and I think the Heat play better with good matchups. Pistons, they how they play. Like I'm more like if you tell me Nets, they got this. They got Sunday Nets at home. Then they got the Thunder juggernaut, and then they got 2 games against the Bucks next week. At home. All at home. That's a hell of a homestand.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
I just realized my favorite thing's coming up this week, too.
What?
The stupid little Giannis kids who are going to be wearing the stupid Bucks jerseys. I love that.
Wait, so let me get this straight.
Get to
There's
stepping,
two-
you little
wait.
punks.
There's two types of people he hates in Miami. The little Steph kids and the little Giannis kids.
Oh, I can't wait. And it was just Christmas, too. Probably a lot of kids with those jerseys.
Fresh jersey, fresh basketball game.
Good. I hope they walk out of that arena so sad they would walk right to the Heat store and the parents answer for their crimes.
Like you have?
Well, I may have to. We'll see. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen on
When are we
Saturday.
going to wait till his 5th year?
Well, let's see. We'll see what happens. I may have been off about Trevor Lawrence. It's possible.
Funny how good coaching can change a lot of things.
Doug Peterson, he's a kook.
Wait, and you think people in Jacksonville not saying that about McDaniel?
I think they're just happy to not have a coach getting lap dances.
And actually coaching?
Not assaulting their kickers.
Jeez.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
A somber day in the NFL as the Dolphins are on the practice field preparing for the
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Marcus, why don't you tell people about the soccer tickets we got coming up, man?
Yes, I would love to.
Tell them, dude.
Because, man, we did so great with that yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to mess it up at all.
Mm-hmm.
These are two primetime teams, Tobin, and I found out why they call it what they call it, which I'm about to get to.
Good.
It's because they have the same name, apparently. They're both known as the same thing.
Really?
So we got your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Duelo de Millonarios.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that. At Dry Pink Stadium, January 14th, as River Plate. Is it plate? I think we decided it was plate.
Plate.
Whatever.
It's English.
I think it was
It's not-
River Plate.
River Plate. Plate. Plays Colombia's Millonarios. Listen to us every day this week for your chance to win, guys. Every day this
Oh, you know
week.
what? We're going to give it away before the end of this hour. We're going to give away those tickets, dude.
Wow.
Okay, so be listening for your cue to call.
You listen.
But we got some breaking news, Leroy.
Oh, I already saw it. We signed a giraffe.
Right.
Point for Leroy.
What else needs to be said? Leroy is correct. The Miami Dolphins.
How is he gonna get out of his way?
The Dolphins have signed Mike Glennon.
What the hell is going on? Cam Newton not available.
Where did it all go wrong?
I can't believe
Where did this all go wrong?
this is our move in week 18.
What happened? Mike Glennon here to save the day. Isn't Matt Moore available? If you told me Matt Moore was coming off the street, I'd be happier than you telling me Mike Glennon was coming here.
This is your new quarterback.
Point for Leroy.
For our radio audience, Leroy just basically put the entire camera up to his giant, like, stretched out neck.
What is he like? 6'5", 6'6"?
I mean, does it count when you can reach leaves with your head?
He is
He looks
6'7".
Hey,
Wow.
he looks like one of those. What are those things called?
He's 6'7" with a 6'2" torso.
Hey, what are those things at the car lots?
He's a windsock. What happened? How did we get here?
Hey,
How did we get from the most
I'ma
prolific
tell you how.
offense in the league
I'ma
to
tell you
Mike
how.
Mother Bleeping Glennon?
want me to tell you how? Because week 18, trying to find a quarterback, they're slim pickings. You get what you get.
What do you think Mike Glennon was doing? What do you think? He was just on the couch? He was like, hello? Hello? Hey, Mike McDaniel here. I'm a big snack time guy. You want a quarterback for the Dolphins? Possibly, if Skylar Thompson can't go. He just looks around. He doesn't see anything because he's taller than everybody. Sure. So depressing. Look at that neck. It's ginormous.
It is.
He's made some money too. I just looked at his career earnings. If we check it out here.
He made 18 million 1 year?
18, no, not in 1 year, but is his tenure with Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Look at that, man. 5 million.
Can I just tell you, him not having hair does not help.
Nope.
He looks like a thumb puppet.
This is so depressing.
Any chance he gets a Baker Mayfield just made it to the team that week and I can win the game kind of vibe?
Well, I mean, Mike McDaniel gives a game ball to everybody, so he'll definitely get a game ball. All right, guys, guess what?
Mike
You're all
Glennon.
getting game
Hey,
ball.
Mike Glennon.
Oh, we got the exclusive interview with Mike Glennon. Mike, how excited are you for this upcoming game?
My thumb is fused, so I'm very limited on how I can respond. It doesn't bend like it's supposed to. Yeah, a little more flexibility. Oh boy, I'm excited. And another team's on my list.
This is so depressing.
It is what it is, though.
I understand. Why is it here?
It's unfortunate. It really is.
What does he get for one game? What is this? What is this?
Like, it doesn't matter. So they probably pay him the minimum.
Okay, so what's
split that up with 18 weeks, and that's what you get.
All right, so NFL vet league minimum.
I would say it'd be like what, 2 million, 1.5.
Let's see, minimum salary. All right, here we go. CBA. Mike Glennon's been in the league. What has he been in the league? Like a dozen years.
Yeah.
Minimum salary, 1.16 million. Let's just
divided by 18.
All right, so let's go 1, 6. All right, divided by 18. So he's coming in for 64 grand.
No, that ain't right.
Yeah.
1.1 divided by 18 is not. Is it 64 grand?
It is 64 grand. I just did it. For sure.
Right. Yeah, 64 grand.
64 grand. I mean, listen, you know, it's good. It's good salary.
I know if I'm Mike Glennon, what I'm doing, praying that I don't have to play.
Ooh, imagine that.
64 grand to not play. Mm-hmm. You know, you just pray not to play.
Yeah, he practiced a couple times probably, right?
He's going to get probably, I mean, I assume he's here. I assume that he's
but
64.
Here's what you have to understand.
To get a vacation.
He's not getting any reps because you're already on your third string quarterback. He needs as many reps as he can get.
No, they're going. If they sign him to the practice, I imagine they're going skylar's the limit. I imagine that's the way they're going.
Is there any point? Like, is he just?
I mean, Mike McDaniel's going to speak, I think, at 11:30.
But here's my deal. What Teddy said he could have played, didn't he?
Nah.
Teddy said that he attempted to play, and they said it was a. It was a tough because I think that by the time he was ready, it was like 3rd and 10, and Mike McDaniel was like, "Really, I'm going to bring you in a 3rd and 10." Like that's kind of a tough situation.
I mean, but here's the deal. With a good finger, he wasn't very accurate.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't zinging BBs.
Right. So, and in fact,
who do you? Who would you rather have? Like, would you rather have a banged up Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson with a full weeks of prep?
Skylar Thompson. I mean, you're talking about. I mean, you're basically asking, would you like an apple or an orange?
I mean, I know.
You know, because they like neither one of them have been in the offense enough to run it the way Tua ran it. But Skylar seems to have a little more wiggle, right? So he can escape and create.
He does look like he's got a little wiggle. That's true.
He can create a little bit more than Teddy can. Teddy not running. Teddy gonna run, but he not.
I just want Skylar Thompson to do the thing when he's out there, do what he did with Ezukama, which was basically bleep it. He's gonna be down there somewhere. Like I wanted to do that with Tyreek Hill.
He had that one. It was too little, too late. But he had that one throw in the corner.
Yeah, that one throw. Yeah, I know the one you're talking.
I was like, wow, what the hell was that? Where was that?
Yeah,
because every other time he was on the move.
But I can tell what Tyler is if it's definitive, and he can plant that back foot and throw it. He's pretty good. If he's got to look to a number of guys, then it becomes a little less accurate. And so that's that probably comes from he probably needs a little more experience. But
what does Mike Glennon sound like? Does he have like the pituitary thing that Andrew Luck does? Like what's going on there? Like
I don't know. Doesn't he have a giant? Doesn't he have a giant Adam's apple?
Oh yeah. I just want to know, like, does he have like one of those?
Last time I saw him, I counted like 6 vertebrae. We need to stop because we might have to depend on him to get us to the playoffs.
God, oh no!
Here's the bigger question: would you rather have Skylar Thompson, Mike Glennon, or Mike White?
Right now, I'd take Mike White. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, that's who the quarterback is on the other side.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
I got a Mike Glennon sound here from when he was selected the starter in 2021.
Okay.
He does sound oddly like Andrew Luck, but it's nothing too crazy.
You find out that, you were going to get the call here?
I thought there was going to be a chance all week. Didn't know for sure, but thought there was a good chance of it. So I.
Wow. It does.
He even sounds like a cartoon giraffe.
Yeah.
We probably should be a little more uplifting.
Oh yeah, it's uplifting.
We might have to depend on him.
Oh great. I mean, he joins the list now, right? Like it's like that giant list since Marino. The collection wasn't complete till we added a Mike Glennon,
I mean, we did have the other ostrich. And then wasn't Osweiler here?
Osweiler was here. He's on the list.
He
I mean,
was
if we
six.
went down,
He was 6. Osweiler was 6'8" and got every pass batted.
If you obviously you can't have Tua, but if like you could pick any Dolphins quarterback since Marino, like would you? Is it Fitzpatrick? Is that the guy everybody's going with?
The best one was Jay Fiedler.
Pennington.
No,
Jay Fiedler, Pennington. Those were the two best, believe it or not.
But if you had to go with somebody who was just niche, like didn't actually have a run as Dolphins starting QB, who
Matt Moore.
Matt Moore.
Matt Moore.
I mean, Matt Moore did have a run.
Yeah.
He won too many games there at the end. Bruins suck for luck.
Yeah, for sure. Pat White.
When we chanted for Kyle Orton.
Oh my goodness. Like, you know what? Sometimes you hope fans get what they want. Like, because how long would that last? They were like, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't bring in Kyle Orton. Like, people were mad.
Oh man. Well,
you know where it went sideways?
Hmm?
When you drafted a left tackle instead of the quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Yep.
Because I don't know what world we all live in, but quarterback's more important than left tackle. Now, left tackle's a close second, but you need the quarterback first.
Trevor's putting up TJ Yates. They didn't want TJ Yates to be a quarterback so bad that they had you want to talk about concussion. Matt Moore was lit up and they're like, hey, wake up. We can't have Yates in there.
Get the smelling salt. Now, you know what?
Get it together, Matt Moore.
You ever notice ever since this new concussion protocol, no smelling salts on the sidelines?
Really? I didn't notice that.
Think about it. When's the last time you seen somebody?
The last person I remember doing smelling salts was Adam Gase on the Jets. He was like huffing a whole bucket.
Same, dude. What was that?
Well, listen. I mean, we already saw what was going on with his O-line coach. Is it that big of a leap?
True.
All right. Our Mike Glennon is next.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
What's this fascination with Skylar Thomas?
You are listening to the home of every Miami Dolphins game.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Now we're so screwed up the program.
Hey, man, have some faith.
Oh, Mike Glennon to be quarterback, Leroy.
He's not. Skylar Thompson is.
I don't even want him in the building.
Yeah, well, you better. Otherwise, you want Jeff Wilson to play quarterback?
Well, I think it's Cedric Wilson who's the backup.
Cedric Wilson, sorry.
Doesn't do anything else. What does he do? Sure, certainly hasn't been catching a lot of passes. They bring him back for punts.
I mean, like, you don't need to catch a bunch of passes. You got
to give him credit, though. Has not dropped a punt.
Yeah, true.
Has not dropped a
true.
punt. I'll take that.
I'm just reading a quote from Antoine Staley, who covers the Jets. Jets coach Robert Saleh trying to spoil the Dolphins. Quote, would it be nice to have Mike McDaniel hanging with me poolside in a couple weeks? Damn right it would. That's not a good friend. You know what, Rob? You want to know something, Bobby? You're not a good friend, dude.
Hey, well, I know that. Hey, I know that feeling. Because after Michigan lost, when that Ohio State kicker went out to kick that field goal
for, man,
I had the jazz hands at the TV.
I can understand. You don't want your friend who you're close with getting something that you didn't get. I'm sure if the Dolphins do get, then maybe Robert will root for him. But yeah, for right now, he's going to be like, yes, of course I want to ruin your season.
Oh, so the Jets have no chance.
The
Jets have no chance to make the playoffs.
No. No. But they can spoil. They can spoil.
That's almost worse.
I know. I
right? That's almost worse. I'm just thinking about Vlad.
Oh man. So just nobody's in the playoffs, but Vlad gets to rub it in your face. It's gonna make you answer for your crimes, dude.
Oh, you can't say that.
Oh my God. So yeah, let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Miami Dolphins are back on the practice field today. Actually, just when do they go on the practice field? They go on the practice field at about 1:30-ish. That's when they're on the practice field. Mike McDaniel's going to talk this hour, so we can listen and hear about the great acquisition of Mike Glennon. Is there any tie there? I don't remember. Mike Glennon, I mean, he's been on 100 teams.
No, he's available. That's what that was.
Let's see. It's Mike Glennon. Has he been with Mike McDaniel at all?
Wasn't he in Denver?
Probably.
I think that's where it was.
He was on the Giants last year. Who knew? No, I don't think he's ever crossed paths with them because he was in Tampa, Chicago, Arizona. Yeah, you don't remember that? Who could forget? Who could forget that he was there? Wild. Mike Glennon. Oh.
Didn't he go to like Maryland or something?
No, NC State, I think.
NC State. I knew it was somewhere over there.
I saw a montage the other day, by the way, of Little Tua, Talia Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Is he available?
He's not available now.
Gotcha.
No, but I saw they did a cool montage of his teammates talking him up because I guess he broke a bunch of Terrapin's passing records. You know, the vaunted ones that were, held by great Terrapins QBs like Mac O'Neal. But man, this is tough. You got to gussy up though, right? You know what, dude? We just need Tyreek Hill to have one of his games. Do that play. Remember the play that he had against the Chargers where he just picked up a fumble and ran?
Wow.
Let's do that play again.
That was fun.
Let's just do it. Let's see if that'll work.
You are really distraught right now.
I'm very shook. I'm very shook, and I should be. You admitted yesterday. You believe in the curse now.
I would say this. These are the moments where your team goes out and wins, where you just are just like, huh, pulled it out, huh?
Pulled it out.
It happened. Because guess what?
Out?
I did my podcast in Cleveland, and all 5 of us picked Washington to beat the Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland went in there and beat the holy hell out of them.
Huh, how about that?
Right. There's no, do I think the Dolphins will beat the Jets? Yes, I do. I really believe that. I just think you have too many guys on the Dolphins team playing good football for them not to take advantage of this. That being said, do I have the sweaty palms and it's only Wednesday? Yes, because
Gameboy 305 says Mike Glennon hates turtlenecks the way that J-Fig hates birds.
Point for.
Well,
I mean, how long is that turtleneck?
He wears turtlenecks, but it fits him like a just
like a crew neck.
A crew neck.
It was very warm.
It's our quarterback we're talking about, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
He's gonna be warming up after like 2 plays.
Is Mike Glennon strictly if Skylar gets I'm telling you if Skylar gets
if he
3,
sticks
no
like only if he gets
it's gonna go Skylar, then Teddy, then Mike Glennon.
Oh, okay. So like if Skylar throws 3 picks in the first half, we're gonna go to Teddy next. And then Teddy...
and I will say this. It also has to do with where the game is. He throws 3 picks and it's 3-0. Then what? You know, do you give him an opportunity to turn it around?
Cedric Wilson, for sure.
How about just
Tyreek Hill? You would change so much.
How about just Tyreek Hill Wildcat? What do we do that?
Hey,
who's he going to throw it to?
Direct snap to Tyreek Hill on every play.
Who's he going to throw it to?
Nobody. Just takes it and runs.
Takes it. What are you going to do? He's the fastest guy in the world.
Let's just try that. Why not? Desperate. That's when Tony Sperano busted it out. When? Desperation. Direct snap to Ronnie Brown.
Is Ronnie Brown available?
No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Miami Heat's back in action tonight. They take on the LA Lakers. Preheat gets set at 8:45, 10 o'clock tip-off from Crypto.com Arena. All coverage will be here on 560 WQAM. You know, hey,
late.
It is late. It is late. If you want some early hoops action, the Canes, they're taking on Georgia Tech tonight, Leroy. Number 12 Canes. That can be heard on 104.3 The Shark.
Man. Georgia Tech.
Yep. On the road.
All right.
On the road.
All right.
And Donovan Mitchell, he revealed that he was subjected to a random drug test after his 71-point performance. I understand.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I understand.
Sure.
Do you really want to catch Donovan Mitchell, though? That's the thing I always wonder about these drug tests.
But how does like, it's not like a strength thing. So how does steroids help you in basketball?
I don't know.
Because it seems like it's the most graceful of all the sports. And it has more to do with style and ability to shoot and handle and stuff like that. How does steroids play into that?
I don't know if like directly steroids would. I mean, I would imagine there's some like recovery drugs that I think would be good for them, like PEDs. But I don't know about like taking like they're going to Gold's Gym. I don't think so.
Right. But that's and I know that I'm ignorant on steroids because that's the way I think of steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even though I know that there's different types and versions.
Yeah,
of
like
that,
I know
that
for
do different things.
I know for MMA, the thing they always get mad at, I think, is EPO, which I think does something to get oxygen to your blood.
Is that blood doping?
Yeah, and the thing that people hate about that is because it's such an advantage if you can have the cardio
Go 5,
through. Right. So that like TJ Dillashaw got busted for that. And it like, nobody really like has steroids stick to them in mixed martial arts. John Jones, who cares?
Yeah.
Anderson Silva. But people got really mad at TJ Dillashaw for that.
Don't they do that in biking as well? Like Lance Armstrong, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's like something.
Yeah, that was something that Lance Armstrong did everything. But yes, that was
don't all bikers.
They did. No, like that sport made baseball blush. Like that's how much juicing was going on in there.
I mean, think about it. Right? You riding a bike for what, 20 plus days?
You can't do that naturally
around the country.
Around the country, up hills and through the Pyrenees and all that stuff. And you thinking that, oh, this is natural. You ain't gonna be able to just drink a G2 and keep going.
That's the point. Hey, soccer tickets we got, Marcos?
Yes, we got those soccer tickets. Want me to read it again? I got it.
Yeah, we got to read it every hour, dude.
Every hour,
dude. We got to read that.
Okay, let's do it.
Got a chance to win a pair of tickets to see.
We got this Duelo de Millonarios.
Yeah, Drive Pink Stadium, man. January 14th as they take on River Plate.
I don't understand that one.
That's how it said in the commercial.
It's true. But it also said DRV PNK Stadium. So.
Well, they're going to be taking on Colombia's Millonarios. Listen every day. But right now, if you guys want to go watch a little beautiful game, caller number 3 will get themselves a pair of tickets to go watch that beautiful match on January 14th at Drive Pink Stadium. 305-567-0560. That is the prize line. 305-567-0560. That is the prize line. Caller number 3 will win the tickets. Back after this.
A somber day in the NFL as the Dolphins are on the practice field preparing for the Jets. We've got coverage. The Heat are way out west facing the Lakers tonight. Listen to the game here beginning with preheat at 8:45. Haynes Hoops visit Georgia Tech tonight. Listen to that game on FM 104.3 The Shark. Panthers played last night. Back in action Friday night against the Red Wings. We're talking about it all and more. Wednesday, January 4th on AM 560 Sports WQAM. FM 99.9 HD2, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hockey fans, don't ride the pine. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers.
When you go hard at the gym, sometimes you get hurt. From meniscus or rotator cuff tears to muscle strains and other common sports injuries, the experts at the University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute, part of UHealth, University of Miami Health System, are committed to getting you back to your best safely, effectively, and as quickly as possible. Go where the pros go for the world-class treatment that will empower you to recover your game. Schedule an appointment today at uhealthsports.com.
This is a special notice to all U.S. taxpayers. It's good news for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state and struggling to pay them back. The IRS is now making it easier to settle delinquent tax problems through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative. Due to the financial hardship many are facing in this current economic downturn, qualifying for this program will settle your delinquent tax problem, end all collections, and may even reduce your back taxes by up to 99%. For this free information and to see if you qualify, call the hotline at the Tax Hardship Center by dialing 800-411-6406. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes and cannot afford to pay them, there's no need to worry. You may now qualify to settle your delinquent tax problem and save thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-411-6406. 800-411-6406. That's 800-411-6406.
Hi there. Are your mortgage payments too much for you right now? Do you wish you could just have someone take over your payments so you can move on with your life? This is Gabriel with Florida Cash Home Buyers, and we buy properties in all kinds of situations. We understand that life happens, and we're here to help you. Call us at 954-960-3333. We can take over your mortgage payments and even pay you a cash advance up front. If you're looking for a fast and easy cash sale, we can help with that too. Do you have a home that needs a lot of work? Are you behind on payments? Facing foreclosure? No problem. We can buy your home no matter the condition or situation. You don't need to clean or fix anything. And there's no commissions or closing costs. If you want to sell your home fast and easy or need a creative solution for your situation, call us today for a free consultation. 954-960-3333. That's 954-960-3333. 954-960-3333.
I want to tell you about Michael Kotze, and he's 30 years with Choice Mortgage. If you're frustrated with the big banks because it takes forever to get approved, man, can't sleep, debt is just getting worse. How about using your equity to get above water again, huh? I don't care what it is. Whatever you're going through, foreclosure, cash out on high insurance costs, cash out for debt consolidation, higher.
Do. You don't have to look at the camera either. You can talk to me like we're all just there for the audience so they can see you.
Awesome.
I got Wes connected. I talked to Len about the soccer thing. He said he's in a meeting. He'll be here in the next couple minutes or whatever.
Okay.
And 15 minutes of heat, right?
Yes, sir.
Any sound in particular you need?
How's it going?
Do we have anything in the system? Who was the walk-off interview the other night? Was it Vic?
That's a good question. I can
It was Tyler. Wasn't Tyler? Or that was Sunday?
You're not. Easy to do. Just say, Alexa, play WQAM. Alexa, volume up.
This is 15 minutes of your Miami
Broward Health, celebrating 85 years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
All right, 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM as the Miami Heat continue their road trip tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. Heat 2-1 so far on the road trip and played well in every game. Really good, Leroy. So taking on a Lakers team that, has bounced back after after LeBron's little pity party that he threw against, so sad.
You're almost as bad as Skip.
I'm not as bad as what are you talking? By the way, did you see yesterday where Skip is like, "Oh, I'm a LeBron fan now." He's pulling out all the stuff to get love.
He's pulling out all.
You
know what? You dug yourself a hole, and now the person that is exposing you more than anybody is your co-host, who has more credibility than anybody you've ever done a show with.
Yep.
And now you're trying to backtrack.
Wes Lammy has stopped by the studio, Leroy. We had Wes on last week, and he
What's
said he
up?
was bringing us rum cake. Leroy.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta tell you, Leroy, this thing looks good. That thing looks good. Is that chocolate?
Chocolate.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this for tomorrow when you're here or whenever you're coming.
no.
When are you in this week?
No.
I know because of the school.
Yeah.
All right, we'll save it. Well, maybe I'll bring by. I don't know, but we got this thing looks delicious, Wes. So where is this thing from? This is 305 rum cake. Is that the place?
Yep, 305 rum cake. Actually, 305, the Miami area code. So Miami rum cake per se, but yeah.
What is that
305 rum
logo?
cake. Special statue. That's a statue that's based in Haiti. So it's a Haitian rum cake, Haitian rum that's in the cake. I mean, there are no words, Leroy. We're gonna pause for the cause just for you.
Yeah. Oh man, you know I like me some cake. I like. I'm like, hey.
It looks.
I'm one of those people that I don't like icing, so I don't like that buttercream icing. So I like German chocolate cake. I like stuff like chocolate cake because I don't like the wedding cake. I can't stand wedding cake. Yeah. So rum cake is right up my alley.
Wes, you guys can see Wes work at worldwidewest.com, and he's boots on the ground all the time. This we got some fun Heat games coming up back home against the Nets, and that's against the Bucks. But we've been talking with the emergence of Victor Oladipo. Like,
oh my God,
this team looks like they're starting to something seems like it's a buzz. What have you made about Vic's return recently? Like, he looks. I mean, he's been back, but like the last, I would say, handful of games, he started to look like the old Victor Oladipo.
Exactly, and complete progression. So it's like a warm up, and then last night obviously he was amazing again off the bench.
Clams. Did you see the play, Leroy, where he goes, where like John Wall's got the ball, and then Vic just does this, and then just steals the ball, like completely disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, I'm gonna pick this guy's pocket, and then just gave the easy bucket to Gabe Vincent. He's just like he is in a different realm of confidence right now.
I think people that have watched basketball the past few years kind of forget at how good this dude was when he was, when the Heat would play Indiana, when he was there, it was the Vic show. If you wanted anything done, you had to stop Vic. And then the injuries kind of just got him. But kudos to Miami for there's not a whole bunch of teams that would be this patient with a guy who needed the time to get back. And they have been very patient. You don't see that very often. Usually they wouldn't because we all wondered after the last year whether they would re-sign him.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's looked great. He looked great. And like Spo's trusting him. He's closing games with him. I really do think it's added a different dynamic to him.
And that's the thing. Like Vic has always had that defensive mindset back to Indiana, like you mentioned, Leroy.
Right.
He fits right in. That's the Heat culture 101.
Yep.
Bring the defense. Hey, we're glad to have you at the end of the day.
And the other thing that's crazy about too is like him and Tyler have like this, like people always wondered about that chemistry with them, but they're like really tight too. So I think that like that helps with that dynamic of making it easy for him because there's going to be times where you think, all right, how are we going to start finding each other? What's that chemistry going to be like? But those guys built like such rapport off the court that I feel like it's made it even more seamless now on the court this season. I mean, now there's been more time, obviously, but it feels, I don't know, Vic just feels like he fits in so much better now. Like it's not just forcing him down everybody's throat. He's adjusted to everybody and everybody's kind of adjusted to him.
Right. And one thing I want to just dive into real quick is obviously we see Tyler's just surging on this road trip, killing it. And it's just been amazing. And we got to give the Heat a lot of credit because we know it's been a perfect storm of injuries, subpar, three-point shooting at some point, and obviously just dealing with the losses in and out and people with different lineups. But at the end of the day, above 500 again.
Yeah.
Right. I think one of the cool things about the relationship between Tyler and Vic is this. Vic gonna help Tyler play better defense.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work. All these guys can score. But like you said, with the Heat, it's a defensive thing that'll get you off the floor. Exactly. And I think when you see your guy putting forward that effort on the defensive end, those things kind of resonate throughout the rest of the guys on the floor. And so it's kind of that spark thing. It's like, when you put UD in the game, you know what style of basketball is coming to be played, and you better get on board. And I think Vic has a little bit of that too, is that whenever he's on the floor, the defense just picks up with everybody.
I think that's like my favorite thing. Like the amount of ground he can cover laterally is insane, because it's not only like just the feet, like he's always in front of the guy. Like he can always just adjust himself to be a brick wall, no matter who he's defending, no matter what moves. And that was needed because this Heat team, like, Kyle, not the same staying in front of guys. Tyler, he's trying. But like they needed that up front. Like because like you've always said with Bam, it's like you can't always have Bam go out there on the perimeter and you're gonna get these mismatches in the paint. Having Vic is gonna change a lot of that.
But you see, Bam's gotten more opportunities to score because he's not needed as much defensively, because now you got other guys to help him on the defensive end. So his game is picked up on the offensive side.
Yeah. Bam looks special, Wes. Like he looks like he's the run he's on right now.
I mean, we're talking Bam.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not taken for granted. Every night, we know he brings his lunch pail, and last night was evident. Double, 31. Just amazing, Bam. He killing it. And at the same time, he does need that help. We have to be able to just spread him out so we can just give opportunities to other players. Vic helps out, Tyler helps out, and then you see what happens when Bam is able to just capitalize and put up those amazing numbers from last night.
Yeah,
especially on the road.
Yeah, on the road, huge. And then I think the thing I love most is him just attacking the boards. Like it's like right there. If there's a miss, one of his teammates has a miss, he's right there slamming it over everybody's head. And that's what it's like, the kind of bounce that he has. Yeah. I mean,
always defending the best player, hands down. Bam is always defending the best player, hands down.
You got three guys like that now. You got Bam, you got Jimmy, and now you got Vic. So when you talk about, hey, we need a defensive stop, and you put those three guys on the perimeter, and Bam can drop inside. I'm I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Because Vic is my guy. I ain't like
you love that guy, dude.
Yo, ever since when he went to the University of Indiana, I'm like, he's a baller.
Oh yeah.
Well, Wes, thanks for dropping this off, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Wes.
it. 305 Rum Cake. Check it on out. Everybody there on YouTube and Twitch. It looks absolutely delicious. I'll give you another view right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. So go check that out. Go check out Wes Lammy, his work at worldwidewest.com. He's boots on the ground all over the place on all the local South Florida events. We appreciate the time, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Wes.
We will take a quick break out of Marco's Mixed Bag coming on up as Hour 2 rolls on.
AM 560 Sports.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Leroy Horde is doing his Cleveland thing, so we will mix things up here, man. It is time to get to a Marcos mixed bag. We got Rats Off a Ship coming up later on, next hour, and Mike McDaniel right now is currently speaking to the media, so we will get some of that as well from your Dolphins head coach. Right now, he's addressing the Damar Hamlin situation and some of the quotes saying that my heart breaks for everyone involved. It aches for the whole Bills organization, Damar's family. I wish I could do something about it. Unfortunately, I can't for whatever reasons. You see glimmers of the best face of humanity. So that is it's a slight solace for an otherwise terrible event. So that's Mike McDaniel on Damar Hamlin. We will get some of the coach later on for you guys and see what he had to say about that. And if you guys are watching us right now on YouTube, we appreciate it. We've been streaming live on YouTube now for a couple weeks. Excited to be back from vacation this week. It's good to be back in studio today and see Marcus's face. I'll be here the rest of the week, man. Don't worry about it, all right?
Thank you, bro.
You know,
Jeez.
I won't leave you alone.
Find me some love around here.
I wasn't I had the kids, you know.
Nah, you
they
gotta
were
do what
doing
you
their
gotta
thing.
do.
You'll know. You'll know what it's like when you're a frog father with your little tadpole.
Just
You know?
swimming around, huh?
How many what's the countdown on that? How long is that away?
About 5 months.
All right. Did you see that Tyler Hero is like on standby?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was reading some quotes yesterday from Anthony Chang. Apparently, like I think the baby is due the 17th, but you know, it could be like he's apparently saying it could be any day. So they got to have a phone with somebody on the bench on staff because he's saying as soon as he gets the notice, he's gone.
Yeah. You see RG3 recently?
Yes, he left the television.
Yeah, I thought it was drama. I thought it was something. I was like, oh, what did he say? But I found out, he was just, just being a good dad.
All right, man. So let's mix it up. What do we got today in your Marcos mix bag?
Let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get some feel good. It's feel good from a crappy situation, if you will. This past Sunday, the Miami Dolphins went against New England Patriots, and believe it or not, the Miami Dolphins have had the Patriots number as of recent. I believe we were on a streak of like 4, if I'm not mistaken. We beat them 4 times in a row.
Yep.
So finally, they got a win, and this is Bill Belichick after the game saying, "Good to finally beat Miami."
They caused some problems, and we were just able to make enough plays to win, and so it's good. It's a good feeling. It's been a while since we beat them, so it's definitely good to finally get on the right side of that ledger.
Yeah, Tua's never lost to him.
Never lost
to him.
Yeah.
Flores always had a lot of success against him.
Yep.
I think didn't they say it was it? I don't remember the broadcast exact stat. It was like 6 or 5 straight second matchup. So like the late season matchup against the Patriots, the Dolphins have won. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
It's crazy how far we've come. Like this was a team that had our number, and we would always have success in Miami, but usually those second games are like in New England or something like that. And it's crazy to see we've gone from them being our big brother to Bill Belichick finally happy that he got a chance to beat Miami.
Yeah, he can still go to hell though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like let's not mince words here. I don't want to make it seem like no, he can go to hell, dude. He can go to hell.
Yeah.
What else we got, dude, in the mixed bag?
Now this is a guy who almost robbed us of our joy for 2023. This was on New Year's Eve. We remember the infamous Tyler Hero shot,
of course.
But prior to that, a call that's going to get swept under the rug because we won. That egregious call that sent Lauri Markkanen.
David Guthrie.
Yeah. Wow, I remember his name.
Of course I remember.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of reasons that David Guthrie sticks out to me.
Yeah.
It's one, Eric Reed mentioned it, but 2, I'll never forget the Darwin Malloy, that call. Well, David Guthrie was one, and the guy who called for the Timberwolves was like, David Guthrie was there. He didn't have the guts to call it.
Just calling this guy's name.
Just calling him out, dude.
up,
Which you're not supposed to do as a broadcaster, by the way. Like,
yeah, I don't
it's one of those things where you have to be like Spo, where he goes, NBA, do not find me.
Yeah.
Even Eric Reed was like, hey, look, we don't complain about the referees. That was an awful call on Haywood Highsmith, which it was. Anywho, back to you.
So Lauri Markkanen got robbed of a late game.
Some heroics.
Yeah, some heroics there on New Year's Eve, and then it happened again.
I saw this yesterday.
So this is the call from Lauri Markkanen and his no good buzzer beater.
Baseball outlet, Markkanen catch, launches, good! It's good! Howard Hartley on the left side!
On the catch and throw to the hoop. Will it count? The crowd's going crazy.
Well,
it didn't count. They waved it off.
Count.
It was right. It was super close, and it was an
Yeah.
awesome. De'Aaron Fox hits the game winner. There's like 0.5 left in Kings Jazz, and they heave it to Marketing. Gets it. It looks initially like he gets it off. So that's a good job by the broadcaster, because you got to call it as a game winner, and then you'll go, oh, no. But tough way to go.
Tough way to go indeed. But, I mean, much like we said about Bill Belichick, go to hell.
Yeah, but he can still go to hell. I mean, it's Danny Ainge's team.
For sure.
You think Dwayne Wade and Danny Ainge like are ever hanging out and just being like, do you think they like hanging out with one another? Because I don't.
Yeah, there's no way, dude.
Do you remember when Spo said that in the playoffs last year? He goes, next to Danny Ainge?
He did say
He
that.
just said that. Like, it was such a breath of truth from Spo. He goes, yeah, D Wade is great to see him. It's hard to see him with the Jets. Next to Danny Ainge.
Up until that point, I was like, all right, Tobin's just being petty. He's just being normal Tobin. But Spo brought it out too. Spo's got a little petty in him.
Danny Ainge, dude. And he sits there with that stupid Jazz hat on. Like, can you dress like an executive? You look like my grandpa. Like you just went to Jazz World. It's annoying.
Look, anything that's Utah Jazz related and Danny Ainge related, go to hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, you see that beam that the Sacramento Kings people have? Have you seen anything?
What do you mean?
They have this thing. I guess every time they win, they light like a beam that's like similar to the light that's on top of the Hard Rock or the Luxor.
Okay.
It goes all the way to the sky. So that's their thing. They light the beam every time they win.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Because I saw a guy at an announcer table. I don't know. And no one knows any Sacramento Kings players other than De'Aaron Fox. And is Boogie Cousins still there? No one knows.
He's not. No, that's Sabonis, who Bam always stuffs into a locker whenever he faces him.
Yeah. So they have this thing, light the beam, man. I thought that was pretty cool. Light the beam. But yeah, Laurie Marketing, go to hell. Another mixed bag thing. This one's we're coming back local now. I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
I want to know if we're back. Yesterday, you coined this term. I'm actually running it through copyright as of now. A cat trick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a call on Matthew Tkachuk getting his first hat trick with the Florida Panthers, or as Tobin calls it, a cat trick.
Off to the far side, bouncer out to the line, and Mahura, he'll put it backdoor. Tkachuk holds fire, scores! Matthew Tkachuk on the back door. He's able to regain the lead for the Panthers. It's 3-2.
What a pass by Mahura.
Yeah, man.
There's the call last night. Doug Plagans on WQM. Look, the Panthers have been disappointing.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Matthew Tkachuk in that trade has not been disappointing. He's been awesome. Hat trick yesterday, a.k.a. cat trick, a.k.a. rat trick, whatever you want to say. He's been awesome. And then, did you see yesterday? So Barkov, these rat bastard coyotes, they try and give Barkey the business. Barkey, he's a great player, not a fighter. Okay, that's not his bag. He's lead by example. He's kind of keeps to himself. Amazing talent. He just had a hat trick in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like a record.
First game back or something like that.
He is a tremendous talent. He's not the most he's not the most out front intense dude. Tkachuk is. And they were giving Barkey the business, and Tkachuk comes in there and he lays the wood. All right.
Yeah.
He is whooping ass.
Good at that.
So it's not only that he's a great player.
Yeah.
He's a pain in the ass, and he'll whoop ass.
I like that.
I like that about him too.
I think that was the whole idea, right? We were supposed to take away these finesse players we had and come into like a tough, beat you up kind of team, which we don't necessarily have that identity, but Tkachuk does.
No, he definitely does. And he's, like he was even saying, he was talking it up yesterday. He was talking about, like, I play on an incredibly talented team. Like, he didn't even want, and I think that's a cool thing about him. I don't know how he really is off the ice or anything like that, because he's just been here, but publicly he's deflecting all credit to teammates and all of that stuff. Very Tyreek Hill-esque, I would say. And I think that's a great thing. Look, dude, if they could shore up this defense, yes, they have so much talent. They got to shore up this defense. Spencer Knight, great game yesterday. The Coyotes do suck. So
no one says that, dude. No one says the Coyotes.
The Coyotes suck, dude.
All right.
They do.
No,
they do. Everybody knows it.
Okay.
They
do suck, though. They do.
They do. But who cares? Right now, it's like I said with the Heat. Right now, the important thing is just to rack up wins. Who cares who you get them against? Who cares about style points? Yes, is it annoying that the Heat give up 20-point leads every time? Yeah, who cares? Just get the win. That's what you need right now. You need to right the ship as the Panthers. You know, that's the important thing. That's the important thing. But Kachuk was amazing.
Absolutely. Like you said, the trade, we're still trying to figure out whether or not we won or lost that trade, but
no, we won that trade. No,
you think so?
They won that trade.
All right, cool.
Do not mince words here.
Yes.
The Panthers, it hurts to lose, but the Panthers won that trade, okay? They won that trade. Kachuk has been amazing. And he's, 24? He's super young. Super young. So they're going to have him for the foreseeable future. And, he's going to end up probably being the face of the team. But let's not mince words. They won that trade, all right? Calgary. So happy to be out of there. Gets to leave in his flip-flops.
Where is that even? I don't even know where that is. Canada.
But like the part of Canada nobody likes.
Oh, God.
Where Bigfoot lives.
Oh.
And they don't even like pancakes.
What? But they have so much syrup.
I know.
What do they use it for?
I know. Go figure.
So crazy.
Anyway, good stuff from the Cats last night. By the way, that cat talk.
Oh, yeah. Solid.
Brought to you by Celsius. All right. Check it on out, everybody.
Yeah, you brought me this?
I did.
You're so nice.
I did.
Oh, wait, I got my
crack this puppy open, huh?
Flavor I got this time. Grape Rush.
Oh,
sounds like it's got energy. Ooh.
By the way, to the people outside, don't be afraid to send us, some more flavors because we are running low here.
Yeah, we can only steal so much.
We as the on the Tobin and Leroy show, we could use a little bit more Celsius. So if you guys wouldn't mind hooking it up, because we're doing some banging product placement for you here for our cat talk. Which hockey fans, don't sit this one out.
Come on.
When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers.
Wow.
And Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Celsius? He's got low Celsius going through his veins, dude. Ice water. Ice water and Celsius Essential Energy running through his veins, dude. That's what he's got going on. So let's just hope this is a start for some good things. Spencer Knight, he keeps it going. They're going on a little road trip. Little road trip. Taking on the Red Wings. Let's get it going. All right.
What would you have? Like we've had good marketing, the little penguins in the jerseys.
Yeah.
What you got anything for Kachuk? Like I think that the Panthers could do? Like
I don't know. I know everyone calls him Chucky.
Yeah.
But Chucky's been taken. Chucky Doll, like John Gruden. It's been smeared.
Yeah. I was gonna say that one's probably not the best one.
I don't know if we want could we make a Victor Erat? Could we make him like Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Like that's what his handle is. Could we
nice.
could Victor Erat have his own version of Chuck E. Cheese in the arena?
I was gonna say, what if they put Chuck E. Cheese in the arena?
Yes.
Wow.
A Chuck E. Cheese.
Wow.
But instead of their rat, we have Victor Erat.
Yeah.
And that's what we could do.
The only games that they have there is those things where you gotta punch it to find out how strong of your
Yeah, you gotta have it's gotta be all Kachuk games.
Yeah,
so it's fastest slap shot, beat up your friends, skating contest.
For sure.
I think these all things Kachuk, spelling your name with a bunch of consonants in a row.
Wow, that is strange, isn't it?
It's just I don't know how they did that, but words mean words apparently to the Kachucks.
Of course. There's more than one, right? There's
dude, there's a Kachuk tree.
Oh, is there?
Yes, dude. There's a Kachuk tree.
Kachuk tree.
All overs.
Yeah.
So it's tough not to like him. He's awesome. He's got attitude. He's got swagger. Handsome fella.
Yep.
Goes along with what's going on around here.
Yeah, he's that villain though that you want on your team.
Likable villain.
Yeah.
If he was not on the Panthers, we would hate his guts. But he is, and he's going to be on for the long time being. I think Maurice called him like a rock star yesterday or something like that.
He did actually.
Cool.
Yeah,
Paul Maurice. I mean, what kind of rock is he listening to? He kind of looks like he's listening to like the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald or something like that.
Losingest coach of all time.
I
don't like that. Who did you say he was listening to?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
I'll check it out. Listening to, dude.
Nice. Solid. Gordon Lightfoot? I'm gonna come back with some Gordon Lightfoot.
That's what Paul Maurice looks like he rocks out to. He doesn't like to get too hot and heavy,
Gordon Lightfoot. I'm looking this So.
You're like Andrew Burnett looks like he was headbanging or something like that.
How do you even know this guy?
I think it was like a Hockman thing back in the day when I was producing for him. It was the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Jeez.
I feel like that's where that was. Maybe it was that. You know, like, dude, the mornings all blur together.
It's
I don't remember anymore. The point is, Paul Maurice, he looks like he likes to, Paul Maurice, I don't know if he's rocking out with his shark out. I feel like he's listening to Light FM.
I'm still not. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, it's a thing.
Is that
dude.
they're saying?
And by the way, you guys can listen to Canes basketball tonight on 104.3 The Shark. All right.
Nice.
So check that on out, everybody. All right. We'll
Canes
take
basketball.
a quick break. We'll get some reaction from Mike McDaniel as he has been speaking to the media this morning. And the Dolphins are getting back on the practice field. Again, everybody, that cat talk that we had was brought to you by Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Delicious. What is this? Fuji apple pear.
I do like that one. I don't like when you drink like that, but I do like that flavor. It is
Delicious, dude.
Yeah.
Back after this.
Did you hear what they said today?
Oh, I missed it.
You didn't? Uh-oh. Better check them out at 2 p.m. weekdays at Stay in the Loop. Hawk and Crowder with Solana on AM 560 Sports, WQAM, FM 99.9 HD2, and always live on the free Odyssey app. The Miami Dolphins play here.
I'm Kevin Rogers.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock. Got Rats Off a Ship coming up later this hour. You guys can text us at 305-567-0560. Text writes in, hey, Tobin, this is very random. How's that Duncan Robinson is better than Klay Thompson take looking, Mr. Credibility? And I would say to this, my guy, Klay Thompson, the all-time franchise leader for his team?
Let's go!
Is it? Because he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's not number one.
True.
Duncan Robinson is.
Mm-hmm.
So, how you feeling, my guy, Mr. Credible Texter?
Yeah.
-1 for sass.
That is sassy.
And guess what? One more like that, and you banned.
Whoa.
-1 for sass.
I don't even know how to use this text machine. But the
really-
point is, mind yourself.
Mind
all right?
yourself.
Number one on his franchise, Duncan Robinson. Number one on Klay Thompson's franchise, Steph Curry.
Yep.
So
is he even number 2?
Zip it. I gotta imagine he's number 2.
probably
I
two,
mean,
yeah.
let me see. I mean, all-time warrior. Warrior.
What about Mullins? It's Mullins.
No.
Mullins.
Do they even have the three-point shot when Mullins plays?
Oh, gosh.
I'm kidding. Let's see. All-time three-pointers. Yes, he is. Wow, he's number 2 by a lot.
Oh, gosh.
2000.
Oh, my gosh.
Jason Richardson, number 3.
Mm.
That's who your number 1 was?
Wow.
Get out of here. Tim Hardaway was number Tim Hardaway was number 1 for the Heat. He was number
2.
Before these guys. He was number 2 for the Warriors before they started getting on going.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Does anybody else, like, nobody else can say that they're like number 1 and 2 on 2 different franchises in any category I can think.
I don't know. Probably LeBron and like MVPs for the Heat and for the Cavs. True. Another guy texted. He says, Tobin, all this Glennon talk's not going to matter if the Patriots eke out a win against the Bills. Yeah, I just saw a quote from Mike McDaniel, and he was talking about the idea that he doesn't want to know anything about that game, like while the game is going on. Yeah. So both going off at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And,
Wasn't there a moment like that recently, and I think it may have involved the Bills, in which they like watched the game in the locker room and someone broke out into tears once they made the playoffs. That's a nerve-wracking moment. Dude.
Sure.
How do you not just like checking on the score on the side?
I don't know. Like, what would they have to do? Because like, how do you keep it out of the state? Because usually at the stadium they put up the scoreboard
for sure
for the out of town scoreboard. Do they just not?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the fans aren't going to know. Everybody has a phone anyway. So I suppose, Jack McKeon used to do this with Brad Penny. I don't know if this is a little bit of a reach.
Okay.
But Brad Penny, Big Hoss, follows me on Instagram.
Does he?
One time snuck in a roundup in his entourage.
Oh, you did mention.
With Matt Kemp.
Wow.
When he was on the Dodgers, not on the Marlins.
Yeah.
But Brad Penny, Big Hoss. I think I've said that already.
Yeah.
He liked to throw the ball hard.
Okay.
And Jack McKeon, he's like, hey, dum-dum, stop worrying about how hard you're throwing it. All right, because you're lobbing up meatballs there. And so he turned off the radar gun on Brad Penny. Yep.
Yeah. Now that guy was a coach.
So now I think he's thinking to himself, now are we thinking, hey, let's get out there and let's turn off the scoreboard, not even worry about it. Telling you. By the way, can somebody let Leroy into the studio? Is that possible?
Oh, yes, I can do that.
All right, cool.
He's back.
Hello, Leroy.
Hello.
How was it? Did you miss us?
It was fun because I got to celebrate the kicker kicking it.
Oh, good for you, dude.
And it seems like you go on that show just to troll Cleveland. It's strange.
It is strange. They love him though.
Yep,
they do love him.
They really do.
Let's get to some headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Coming up this hour, we will give away a pair of tickets to Heat.
Yeah.
Versus the Nets. All right. What you have to listen for is Eric Spoelstra proclaiming he's not going to get boxed in. Okay. Because in this show, we can get boxed in from time to time.
No, not you, because you wiggle.
By the way, I was whistling all day yesterday. My wife was like, why are you doing that? I'm like, Anyway, Listen for Eric Spoelstra saying, I'm not going to get boxed in.
I'm not going to get boxed in.
That's not the cue to call, but that will be the cue to call the next time you hear that. Okay? When you hear Eric Spoelstra say, I'm not going to get boxed in, that is your cue to call to 305-567-0560. That's the prize line for Heat and Nets tickets. You listen for Eric Spoelstra saying, I'm not going to get boxed in, and call number 5 is going to get themselves a pair of tickets to Heat versus Nets. All right? Very exciting. Mike McDaniel, speaking at the podium right now, or was, he says that people on this team, they believe in Skylar Thompson, dude.
Wow. Oh, no. That's right. Yeah, because they heard Mike Glennon is the only other option. Like, who? Nah, we believe in Skylar.
He also said
Mike Jones. Nope, Mike Glennon.
Yep. That happened. So, we got that to look forward to when it comes to Mike Glennon. Reading a quote right now from Mike McDaniel. This guy, he's full of yucks. He's got the funnies all over himself. You guys want to hear Mike McDaniel on? Bring this up here, Marcos. The video I'm about to post it. Can we get Mike McDaniel on why they signed Mike Glennon? Get that sound up there, Marcos?
Yes, I do.
Let's do it.
Okay. Will do
Oh.
right now. On the way right now.
Let me know when you're ready, dude.
Is there something that I need to do? I don't know. J-Fig usually I see there's a volume thing, right? And then I have it all the way up. I feel like that's
you know what, dude? Don't worry about it. We'll get it
cool.
later then, huh?
All right, sounds good. Maybe wait. I think it could be because you're muted. Now we're fighting the inner workings of StreamYard currently right now. Try it one more time. I have one more theory possible.
Hold on.
I'm really interested in what Mike McDaniel has to say.
Me too.
I'm actually surprised he can still maintain the funny after all.
I was.
Oh,
sorry.
Boom. Oh no,
That's me.
Ah, my God. For some reason, you sound like Mike McDaniel for a second. Add to stream one more time. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Dude.
Nah, who cares?
We did our best.
Yeah, we'll get it later. You know what? Maybe less jokes, more winning football games. Huh?
Okay.
Whoa, my goodness. What is wrong with you?
What? What's wrong?
Jeez, Skip.
I don't think that's a fair shot. Can we hear that one more time? If you guys didn't hear if you didn't hear the frosty beginning today of Undisputed, here is Shannon Sharp just trying to move on.
Kind of awkward, dude.
Just trying to move on. And Skip Bayless just couldn't let it go.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to DeMar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No, I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Hey, I don't know who Jen is, but I bet you she's sitting in the back going, guys, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Right?
Yeah, what is she, Mills Lane?
Right?
I want a good clean fight between the two of yous.
It's pretty, it's like, and you know what's funny? And like, it is funny because I know how Shannon feels. Like, I've done shows with people that it has nothing to do with being right or wrong, it becomes about them, right? Like you just can't, no matter what they say. Tobin could say some of the most ridiculous things in the world. He always does. That's just his. But we do this all the time. Texts, calls. We be on the plane. We be in Vegas. We be having dinner. We are this way all the time. So it's not like there's ever been any sense of disrespect towards one another, right? Even calling each other idiot. Nobody gets their feelings hurt. Nobody feels like, oh my goodness, no, we don't. This is
We
different.
agree with each other. Mostly we're on the same page.
See, see, let's just make this assumption. Leroy and Tobin are never on the same page. Like that. So let's start there. But for some reason, and you could see it building, right? It seems to me that Skip does not respect or he's intimidated by Shannon's success and credibility.
I would say, yeah.
It's his credibility. He's afraid and intimidated by Shannon's credibility because no matter what, everybody that listens to that show is gonna tend to lean on what Shannon has to say.
Yeah, and I think there's probably a little bit of entitlement from Skip because he's been doing this for a long time. He's been famous at it for a long time. He partnered up with Shannon Sharp, so he probably feels like, how dare you question me? Like, I'm the one who, picked you to do the show with me.
Right.
And so he goes, when he says something like, I thought we had all discussed that nobody was offended by the tweet. Like, no, dude, we didn't discuss that. What are you talking about?
Right. Right.
The guy who gets you coffee? Of course he's not going to say anything to you.
But no, what about the fact that how he started off yesterday's show? That didn't seem like nobody had a problem with what you said, dude.
Yeah. And then the other thing was, but the thing that was crazy about all of it was he didn't apologize for the tweet. Didn't apologize for the tweet.
No. And in fact, which makes it even worse is everybody thought when he was talking, he was gonna either explain or apologize for the tweet.
Right.
And he never even brought it up. So
he's like, I know people will, I apologize if we offend people for being in today. I'm like, what?
Right.
No, who's gonna be offended by you doing your job?
Right.
So the reason people were, here's the thing, even the topic of his tweet, the problem was he was doing it in the middle of the guy literally getting brought back to life.
Right.
Like, that's the thing everybody had the problem with in all this discourse of, hey, what we talked about at the end of the day. Oh, what are they gonna do with the game? They don't know. They're gonna not even play it this week. Oh, I don't think it's an off limits topic. I think it's a
timing thing
in the middle of all of us wondering, hey, is this guy gonna be okay?
Right.
And Skip Bayless was like, what are you gonna do about this game?
Right. And here's the other thing is everybody defending Skip said that his first tweet was, like the rest of us, terrified and praying for DeMar Hamlin, right? He followed it up 2 minutes later like he didn't give a damn about DeMar Hamlin. And that's why everybody got pissed off.
He still doesn't care. Like, it's the thing that's, and that's why it's also the guy in this situation. Okay, you're bringing something ill-timed. Who does it? It's Skip. Oh, why is he going to get the benefit of the doubt? Everybody hates him. And then it feels like, oh, I have a tweet that got 100 million views. Obviously, I'm doing something right. And all of his bosses are probably like, man, that's probably the highest rated show of the year. I bet you whatever they have is probably the highest rated show they've had in a long time yesterday.
Right.
And does he see does he see it as a consequence? Because does he go back to his boss and say, you see, everybody cared about what we had to say. And then to bring up to Shannon say, I thought we weren't going to bring up the tweet. Nobody had a problem with it.
Right.
I didn't show up to work yesterday, guy.
Right.
What do you think?
Right. So I'm wondering, just because I know how I've felt in certain situations, right? I don't think you were here yet, Marcos. Tobin seen me get mad at some folks. Right?
You, Leroy?
No, I mean real mad. Not
wow.
not play Tobin
Mad,
the idiot mad.
Wow. Not
I'm talking
choke
about mad,
Tobin, man. Like
Yeah,
actually.
right.
Was he here for the Duarte thing?
Oh, I was. Oh, I was. Oh, I
Do we
was.
have that anywhere? That's great.
I could get it. Yeah, I could get it.
Wait a minute.
Shut up when I'm talking.
You shut up. I was man. I wonder if you can hear the uncomfortable in my voice.
Wait a minute. Wait, we didn't. I thought we were moving on from this.
You brought it up.
Now you sound like Skip. All right, we'll hear from Mike McDaniel a little bit coming on up. Take a break. We got Rats Off a Ship coming up this hour. Back after this.
A somber day in the NFL as the Dolphins are on the practice field preparing for the Jets. We've got coverage. The Heat are way out west facing the Lakers tonight. Listen to the game here beginning with preheat at 8:45. Haynes Hoops visit Georgia Tech tonight. Listen to that game on FM 104.3 The Shark. Panthers played last night. Back in action Friday night against the Red Wings. We're talking about it all and more. Wednesday, January 4th on AM 560 Sports WQAM. FM 99.9 HD2. And always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hey, Joe Rose here to tell you about my big secret. My good friend, Dr. Alex Alonso at Nuceria Health, put me on a proven hormone replacement therapy that's increased my energy, raised my sexual lift, mood's a lot better, heck, even lost a few pounds, all thanks to Dr. Alonso's testosterone therapy. You too can feel young again. Call the folks at Nuceria Health today at 786-305-6337 or at mynuceria.com to learn more and tell them Joe sent you.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No. We tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means
Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up till 2 o'clock.
Man,
Streaming live on YouTube. You guys can check us out there.
I just went down the
And
rabbit
on
hole
Twitch.
again.
What happened?
Just to skip Shannon Sharp thing.
Oh, man. What did you find?
Just same. Like,
A massness.
there's really people that are defending Skip.
I don't understand how. I don't understand how.
Like,
Anybody ever hear of Time and a Place?
Right. I think that's look, nobody's saying that Skip is wrong for his tweet. I'm saying you can't show concern and say you really care about a player in an injury, and then 2 seconds later move on and talk about what they're gonna do to replay the game.
Yeah.
While he's still on the field.
I just think
the timing of it was off, and nobody's saying his tweet was wrong. Like, I don't really think he meant anything by it, but he should acknowledge that the timing of it wasn't very good.
I'm always stunned by people who do this for a living. Talk.
Right.
And
not
having recognition of I missed the mark on that one.
Right. Well,
missed the mark, missed the time.
Here's the thing that gets me more than anything. Pick another player, pick another person to do the same thing that he did. He would be all over it.
Sure.
That's the thing.
Oh, this blowhard. Mike McDaniel did just open up his press conference. He spoke about it a little under an hour ago and opened it up with his thoughts on DeMar Hamlin and everything that has gone on. Let's hear it. It's as Mike McDaniel, it takes some time, but let's hear what he had to say on what went down with the Buffalo Bills.
Morning. I would feel foolish if you guys had to ask me what's been going on on all of our minds, really, for the last or the immediate present, and since Monday night, the tragedy that happened on Monday Night Football to DeMar and his teammates and his family and everything. It's hard for me to just to see all that hurt, all that, I don't pretend to know exactly what it feels like because I wasn't there, and that would be insulting. But and I attempt to be empathetic, and my heart just breaks for everyone involved. And I think it's the wake of that is long and strong and ever pervasive. There's my heart aches for every like I said, the whole Bills organization, specifically DeMar's family and himself, but also everybody that chooses to play football and the things that those emotions can elicit. So I wish I could do something about it. Unfortunately, I can't. I do try to. I don't know. In moments like this, the slight, minute comfort that I do find is there seems to be a pervasive theme when tragedy occurs is for whatever reason you end up seeing glimmers of the best face of humanity. So I think there has been examples of that, of people really aiding and supporting each other, and that it's a slight solace to an otherwise terrible event.
Mike McDaniel addressing the media, opening up his press conference there.
He he touched on something at the end. And when you go to football games and see people fighting and getting drunk and whatever, we always talk about just how evil fans are or can be,
Yep.
in these different places. But we didn't see that. We didn't see that on Monday.
Oh,
We
I
actually
mean,
saw Bills fans standing with Bengals fans outside of the hospital.
yep.
And so when you think about what sport has done as far as bringing people together, kudos to them, man. Kudos to all those people that went to that football game that acknowledge the fact that the most important thing right now is Damar Hamlin's health. And we're going to do whatever we can, regardless of what jersey we have on, to go show our support. I mean, that's something that you don't see very often when it comes to teams wearing other jerseys.
Yeah, and I think his uncle said yesterday that his breathing was only now 50% assisted instead of 100. So that was a good sign.
Yeah. And
saw
he won't
from-
be, I guess, if I may be wrong, but I think I'm pretty accurate on this. He would be out of critical condition when he can breathe on his own. I think that's how that works. If I'm wrong, I think I'm accurate, but like don't hold me to it. And if I'm wrong, feel free somebody to hit me up and say no, that's not what it is. Give me the actual definition of when there's out of critical condition. I'll just pass it on. But I think that's about how that works, if I'm not mistaken.
Cameron Wolf from NFL Network does a lot of, he's based out of here, does a reporter for the Dolphins, but he's boots on the ground in Cincinnati for this. And he spoke to a family friend who said Damar Hamlin on him that things are moving in a positive directions, but no clarity on a final recovery.
Mhm.
This family friend also said that Damar Hamlin's family is frustrated with the backlash towards Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins and wants it to stop. So there was
it's really, look, it's unfortunate that when you have something like this and you put it on a hit, that you immediately go to the person that was in contact with the player.
Yeah.
And I want to say, as a football player, it was one of the most benign tackles that you will ever see in football. It was a fluke.
Didn't even make
thing
sense.
That he got hit in his chest in a perfect spot that it sent him into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, it like almost didn't make sense to see him
Right.
do that, get up and fall the way that he did. It was
Right. It was a
mind
weird.
blowing.
Listen, this is unprecedented. This is an anomaly. This hasn't happened before. As so many players that you've heard talk about it, all the players, the thing that terrified me and terrified other players as I talk to them and other people, and you hear coaches talking, is that it wasn't a hard hit. Okay. And nobody, if you turn on the TV, nobody has ever seen somebody have to be given CPR on the field. Never seen it. And so everybody's taking them back. Everybody's like, what caused this? What happened? It was a fluke thing. T. Higgins had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I think
Right,
the guy,
and
the person who
he-
sparked it yesterday was Bart Scott, strangely enough, where he was like, talking about, and Bart Scott does have a weird thing with the Bengals.
Yes.
Where he was like, he have a thing last year where he like wanted to hit out on Joe Burrow. And so he was like saying, T. Higgins is at fault for this and things like that. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's all, people are already upset enough. Like you don't want that anger.
Exactly.
Directed
Exactly.
in certain situations. And I certainly think that's, part of the thing that Skip Bayless fails to realize in
Fails
what
to-
he stepped in. He's like, man, you bleeped up on time and people upset. If you don't understand why and like where that's coming from, I don't get, like, you got to just have like the biggest blind spot in the world.
Right. It's
to not
almost like
understand it.
he put out that first tweet to put out his qualifiers so that he could go on to say anything he wanted to say. That's what that first tweet, after you listen and hear and see all the follow-up tweets, right? It just seems like he put that out there. Oh, prayers, and just like we all do, oh, prayers to DeMar Hamlin's family. Okay, I've got my qualifiers out. Now let's talk about this game. Right? And I think everybody just offended by the timing is terrible. Everybody talked about what was going to happen to the game, but they made sure not to make that of any importance.
Dade Sal with a good point that the Bengals fans have also had to see Tua's injury this year. That's it's a tough watch because Tua, we saw what happened as soon as he got hit, the way that his body reacted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some scary stuff that you've had to watch. And, I think you should think about that and realize what these guys are going through, because it's an insane sport. This wasn't, I think the thing that's tragic about this is, like we said, this didn't seem like the craziest thing that had happened to our naked eye, but yeah, it's pretty nutty what these guys put their bodies through.
Just think about some of the worst injuries that you've seen in football don't really come with the amount of contact you think it would take to do that damage.
Yeah.
Right. It's a weird and it's hard. And I think it's hard to explain to people, how a guy could just be running an open field and tear his ACL or his Achilles. Right. It's a weird thing. How can somebody just make just standard everyday tackle and get hit in his chest to the point where he now needs CPR? There's so many things that the league and doctors and teams have tried to do to protect players as far as the contact, the amount of hitting or whatever. But when you see a lot of these injuries, they're not from the hits. They're not from, from the overwork of the body. It's just random injuries. And that makes it hard because what do they I give you the keys to football, right? And I show you this play. How can you avoid that?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
Crown. It was no crown of the helmet. It was nobody jumped on him. Nobody. It was just
they've tried. I mean, like, look,
right.
We saw the ridiculous calls of the rough in the passer this year. Like, I've gotten mad at that. I'm like, this isn't football. What are we doing?
Right.
But so they're trying. I can't say they're not. We can't say that football is not trying. I don't know how you eliminate all of it. It seems impossible.
It is. But
how do you fix Tua getting shoved at the end of a play, tripping over his head and falling on his back? How do you stop that?
That you can't. And that's why I said Tua's injuries are just unlucky for the most part because he keeps getting tackled the same way. I mean, he keeps falling the same. He is the only person I've seen fall the exact same way every time he gets pushed in the backfield.
Time to get to our favorite Wednesday game. Also, before we get to Rats Off a Ship, be listening. Listen for Eric Spoelstra saying, I'm not going to get boxed in. That is your cue to call. Caller 5 to 305-567-0560 will win Heat Nets tickets. Eric Spoelstra saying, I'm not going to get boxed in is your cue to call. So be listening for it. And Rats Off a Ship, that's next.
Breaking news from AM 560 Sports WQAM is presented by Bet
That's startLAfitness.com. Amenities vary by location. Certain amenities may be available for an additional fee. Free 3-day passes redeemable by non-members only. Other restrictions apply.
I'm not going to get boxed in.
I repeat.
I'm not going to get boxed in.
What's that, Spo?
I'm not going to get boxed in.
Interesting.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Before that, a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. Thanks again to Wes Lammy for stopping by today, bringing this rum cake. Yeah. And our guy RVA Richie stopped by today. Leroy, you weren't here, but RVA Richie stopped by the studio to say hello.
Yeah, he did.
So shout out to him. It was great to see RVA Richie. What's the weather like at the Windowplex?
Wind still out of the west, southwest. Yeah, it's probably picked up a little bit. I'm gonna say 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's probably 82, 83 degrees. That's probably where you'll top out today. And it is partly, a little more than partly cloudy, but it's a nice day. Nice sunny day.
All right, there you go. That is your weather update there. Let's also get you a injury report update from UHealth, University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute experts treat athletes of all levels, elite pros, active adults, and youth athletes. Recover your game. Visit uhealthsportsmedicine.com. And Mike McDaniel revealing at his press conference today that Teron Armstead, Bradley Chubb, and Xavier Howard will not practice today, as they have progressed according to him, but they will not practice. Practice is going in just under an hour, as the Dolphins are getting ready for their playoff clinching win against the Jets, but obviously they need some help along the way there as well. Marcos, what do we got today for no J-Fig? So will you take over the honors of Hats Off a Ship?
Indeed, I will. Real quick though, do you think like Buffalo's gonna play like tough, or do you think they're like, because of this, they're gonna kind of die?
I don't know. I need answers.
I
don't know, dude. I don't know. I know that they're not making them speak to the media today. They're still letting them have some privacy with all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was seeing too that apparently they may call it. I think I saw that. I think it was Benjamin Albright, NFL reporter. He said that they may call the game a no contest and then just do seeding by rando generator.
What?
Yep.
Is that fair? I don't think that's fair.
I mean, that's what they may do. I don't know.
Rock, paper, scissors. Now that would be fair.
Or you give them a tie.
Nah. Well, I mean, it's samesies, right? That's basically
not really.
Why not?
Because that half a game will make them play.
Do they have to play?
No, this week.
But I think what they're okay.
If you do a no contest, then
oh, you're here.
Are you
here today?
Well, I am using my hotspot for this one segment.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't send you the topics.
Wow.
Do you want me to send you the topics? Can you run the rats?
You can do whatever you'd like.
All right, hold on.
Run the rats, run the jewels.
Run the what?
That could be in you. Run the jewels. That's a
that's a
group.
song.
We can start. It's a song.
Is it a song or a group?
That was a group. I don't know. I figured we can start
Run the jewels.
Intangibles.
Run the rats.
Oh, that's no. What's that game on your phone? Tomb Runner.
Bejeweled.
Bejeweled and
Temple Run.
Temple Run. There it is.
Look at that. No games.
Run. That was a good game. Addicting.
It was addicting.
Yeah.
All right, J-Fig, you should have them shortly. We are streaming live on YouTube now, by the way. Everybody can go see J-Fig. And are you now back at the home studios? You look like you have like a green screen behind you. Like it looks very professional.
Yeah, I like it.
This is my home, and it's just a wall. Just a wall.
Or
there's something going on with that. We can all agree something's going on with that wall.
or J-Fig, it also looks like if you turn to the side, we can put some numbers underneath you and you can take a mugshot.
A little bit.
You probably can. And I wouldn't be mad about
All right,
it.
to the side.
I think.
Somebody say that wall looks a little goth.
Okay.
Okay. It's a new year. I think that we should all get past this.
All right, J-Fig, what do we got today?
J-Fig has a bird's eye view.
You're the worst. I have nothing yet.
Nothing yet. All right.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Mike Glennon.
Whoa.
No, Mike Glennon.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I know my initial response to Mike Glennon. Can we get Mike McDaniel? Maybe this will change my mind on Mike Glennon. Here is the Dolphins coach on his new quarterback.
You got it.
Mike, I know it's tough to shift gears here. You guys signed Mike Glennon. What do you like about Mike, and what does that make a statement about Teddy Bridgewater's availability?
Well, it was just his first name. I thought there was something good there, and it reminded me a lot of myself and his physical appearance. I've gone up against him numerous times. He's a quarterback.
Oh, well, he is.
Is he?
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta tell you, he tried so hard to not say what I'm about to say. Hey, Perk, how many quarterbacks you think are available week 18 of the football season?
He is a quarterback. That's what they say.
Dude, he's got I mean, come on.
I think when Chris Greer goes to him and he goes, so who's available this week? And Chris Greer just goes, Glennon said yes. Oh, great. Wants that 64K. Rats off a ship, dude. I mean, I can't. What? Rats off a ship on Mike Glennon.
Let me explain something to you. Here's why I'm not rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
And neither should you be. Because what happens if Mike Glennon actually has to play?
I'm stunned. If he has to play, what if he wins? Like, I'll be stunned, but I'm not.
Even if he has to play, you can't be rats off a ship for that reason.
Look, I can be rats off a ship.
I'll swim back. To play.
I'll swim back and be like, I didn't see that one coming.
You
my little rat snorkel mask.
Can I just tell you right now, you ought to be able to swim across the English Channel with the amount of times you tried to get back on the ship.
Who am I trying to get back on the ship with? By the way, does anybody feel like Scooby's looking at us real suspicious?
Oh, that's side-eye.
Side-eye, dude.
It's like,
give us one for sass, Scooby.
I don't know.
It's because he's sensing the wiggle room, so he knows what's up.
Look, he's like side-eyed and
I've taught him well.
Like, look, he's looking at guys look like a bunch of frauds. Look at it. So here's.
So you're not rats off a ship on Mike Glennon, so we're clear? Okay.
No, because but wait, you were rats off a ship on Trevor Lawrence.
I think that's fair.
And you still haven't answered for your crimes.
I may have to.
Oh boy.
Are you done with that phrase?
I may
have to.
I may have to. I don't know. We'll see. Make the playoffs, you know.
It's funny that everybody wants to dog sit Scooby.
Are you rats off a ship, J-Fig, on Mike Glennon?
No, I'm not rats off a ship. I mean, just hear that explanation. That was wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah. He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
Faced him many times.
His name.
We've learned from Mike, like Mike McDaniel's sell on this is, I faced him many times, and he's a quarterback.
I gotta tell you, if you're a player coming into a new team, if you're a player coming into a new team, not like what you really want to hear, right?
Well, he's like, what did you see in him, Mike? He exists. He exists. You know, he is a thing. Marcos?
Was Cam Newton not available? Was like Colin Kaepernick?
Cam
I'll take a shot. Give me someone. Mike Glennon. Rats off a ship on that, dude.
Man.
Rats off a ship.
What about what about number 2, J-Fig? What do we got?
Jim Harbaugh says he believes he'll be coaching Michigan next year.
He left himself some wiggle room. He believes he'll be coaching Michigan next year.
Tobin 101.
Of course you would recognize.
Tobin 101.
Wiggly from old Harbaugh. I'm rats off a ship.
He could always come back and say the offer was too good to pass up.
Yeah, I'm rats off a ship. I think that Jim Harbaugh is going to be coaching in the NFL next year. I thought he was last year. I thought he was going to be the Dolphins coach last year. And then was he almost the Minnesota coach? I think he's too much flirtation. He clearly wants to be back in the pros. He's done good by Michigan. He's put him in a good spot. You know, I just, how many times are you going to stick around, right? Like, I feel like people are still into him coming to be a pro coach. He was a good pro coach. I think he's going to go. What about you, Leroy?
I don't see it. He finally got the team to where he can relax and coach. You don't have to worry about the pressure or anything like that. I think he rides it out for a couple of years.
Okay. All right. J-Fig, what about you? Jim Harbaugh, do you believe him when he says he believes he'll be coaching Michigan next year?
No. Rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
What about you, Marcos?
I agree. I think he's reached the pinnacle of what he can do in Michigan. Time to give it another crack over there in the NFL. Rats off a ship. Rats off a ship.
All right. What's number 3, J-Fig?
The Marlins getting Leroy's
Gene?
eyes.
Yeah, that was pretty intense, icy.
ASMR. -1 for ASMR.
Did we get that? Did we ever get that?
No, I need to
-1
another match.
Gotcha.
What were the other ones we needed?
Oh, man. Get back to me. I got you.
I think we just need Mike saying, answer for your crimes.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Oh, I have the whole list actually.
I need your list. I got to send it to Glenn so he can get it to the man himself. But anyway.
Okay, the Marlins getting Gene Segura to save their offseason.
It's a nice move. He was a good player. He's gonna be.
They don't need was. They need
he
is.
was. No, I mean, like he is a good player. He was a good player for the Phillies last year. He's playing third base. Apparently, that's a little weird. I don't know what they're gonna do with shortstop. That's an interesting thing. Like, are they gonna bring back Miggy Rowe, or are they gonna let Jazz? Jazz wants to play shortstop. I feel like you should keep him happy. You know, star.
Isn't it weird? It always seems like they'll sign a big name or a bigger name, and it might not even be a position they need. They do that a lot, and
they need quality bats. They need good sticks. They'll find a spot for him.
Okay,
that's the point. Does it save the off season? I'm gonna go rats off a ship on saving the off season, but it was nice. It was nice. Cheerio. Like I read in the Herald, I was reading a lot of the almost signings that they got, and I was like, "What is this? What is this? The Danny Ainge article of what I almost did." And by the way, in every one of these cases, like Jose Abreu, it's like, yeah, we offered 2 years and he took 3 years. I'm like, you guys are the Marlins. You have to overpay. You think people are going to come here and take a discount? Like,
everybody thinks that, dude. Everybody thinks that.
No, like if you're the Marlins, this is the series. Like, it's nice that they go out there like, well, we offered the same amount of money. No, dude. You need to offer more money for people to come here. You can't pull the Andy Ellisberg state tax trick with the Marlins. You're the Marlins. You need to back up the Brinks truck. That's what you need to do. Like you did last year with Avi Garcia. You need to throw some dough at these people. You can't be like, same dollars, not the same years. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna take more years. Anyway, rats off a ship. Everybody else?
I am rats off a ship. I don't like just because you tell me you signed a good player don't mean your team is going to be better. So I'll wait till he starts playing.
To be determined for Leroy Horde.
Yes, that is correct.
Scooby?
He is disappointed.
I can see it. I can see it in his face.
He just turned his head the second you said
in
Scooby.
disgust.
Rats off a ship.
Marcos?
Only 10 home runs last year. I need bombs, dude. I need bombs.
Wait, how you say they got a bat and he only had 10 home runs?
I mean,
no, I didn't say it was a power bat. It's a bat. They need somebody to get it. They need anybody. Anybody who can hit decently. Anybody other than that JJ Bleday with his 167 average.
I blame you guys. You guys got me on the JJ Bleday hype train.
Dude, they told us he was can't miss.
Dude, they were talking about him when he go to Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
They were talking about him then. I remember him then.
Yeah, well, to me, you guys are there.
Are you laughing because I...
Because of Schmiethen's text?
Yes!
Yes. Yeah, Schmiethen says that Scooby looks like a homeless raccoon.
No, he doesn't. That's so mean.
He's Schmiethen Schmolnick. Of course he's going to be mean.
Scooby's like, don't judge me.
Oh, man. And what's our final one, J-Fig? What do we got?
Mike Perry versus Jake Paul.
Who's Mike Perry?
He was in the UFC. He's now a bare knuckle fighter. He's crazy.
Oh.
I'm just like the Jake Paul thing is like so run its course with me. I'm so over it. Like the only thing that is like it's fight adjacent, like it's there, but unless he's gonna fight, like I don't know. I'm just so I don't care about Jake Paul fighting.
You
Doesn't
don't care
matter.
because you always get the feeling that he's getting these fights, but he's never risking a loss.
I guess, yeah. Like I want it to be high drama, and I want it to be he hates
Instigated
this
by
guy.
you.
Well, that did happen once. But like I don't care about him fighting old guys. Mike Perry's a little younger and was good and is good as a good BKFC fighter. I don't know. I think I'm rats off a ship on that. Sweep of rats
Rats off a
for
ship.
me today. Leroy?
Oh, I'm rats off a ship. I could care less.
Rats off a ship.
I
J-Fig?
agree, Leroy. I totally agree with you there.
Rats off a ship.
Marcos?
Let's see Mike Perry's record. 14-8 in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
2-0 in BK.
He's perfect for bare knuckle because he's got like no, what's the word? Fundamentals. But he's tough. He is made for that sport. He's
just a fighter.
He could be the best bare knuckle fighter of all. Of course, I mean not better than Luis Palomino, who is the best. But I by the way, I'm a former BKFC official voter in the bare knuckle voting.
Out there.
I just want because I'm a journalist.
Yeah, for sure.
I just didn't have time to do it anymore. I got so much stuff to watch. I'm gonna watch bare knuckle every weekend.
How'd you break the news to them, dude?
I sent it via email. I said, listen, because here's the thing. He kept badgering me every Monday. He goes, ugh, need your rankings. I'm like, do you really? Need those rankings? I said, you know what, Mike, I think I'm done with the rankings.
Wow.
And so I was out. I'll enjoy it from time to time if there's an interesting one, but I can't be watching that I got UFC, boxing, and bare knuckle to watch every week. Nah, bare knuckle's like an hors d'oeuvre. Oh, look at this. It's beef Wellington on a stick. I'll try it out.
Who puts beef Wellington on a stick? Like, what the hell? Where are you eating food? First of all, isn't beef Wellington? It's like a piece of steak in a ball of dough, right?
What is this? I just looked this up right now. It looks like meat inside of bread.
Yeah.
Somebody's about to get -1 for lashing out. That's next.
Ooh.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Did we have a winner for the Heat tickets, Marcos? Who is going to Heat and Nets this week?
That is Julian out of Hollywood.
All right, congrats to Julian.
He's going to take his brother, whose birthday is that same day.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, or he's going to be a bad brother. I forgot. He didn't tell me.
You know, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are coming down because he is a Celtics fan.
Ugh.
And she got him Heat Celtics tickets.
Oh, gross.
And I cannot wait for the Heat to send the Celtics home sad on the 24th.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, dude.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
And you're going to be there boots on the ground?
Of course.
Yeah.
Just to laugh at him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's professional. I mean, you guys always joke that I'm a fan with good access, which I don't think is true.
What?
I don't think it's not. I mean, like it's.
Wait. You go to the game as a professional. You
yes.
do.
Yeah, I do.
You go to the game early,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing you do there that's professional.
That's not true.
For example, how soon will it be after a game if you reveal this tweet? And this is about how it's going to go. Look at all those little Kyrie fans going home sad.
It's in my drafts. I usually, as I'm walking down to the interview room, that's usually when I send it.
Right. But I'm just like,
Skipping.
That's not professional.
I give fist bumps to the ushers as I'm walking by.
That's not professional.
Do I say to the ushers every now and then when I'm walking past the guys guarding the visiting locker room? I peep in and I go, ah! And then I give them a fist bump and I say, big win tonight, huh? And then we move on. But when I get to the media room, professional, dude.
Journalist.
Boots on the ground.
Dude.
That's what I'm here for.
All right.
Tobin's a show pony.
He is.
One day it might just go over the arena like that.
And they show you high-fiving one of the people that work there, giving them finger guns, and then in the state, and then Mike Biamani just goes, Tobin's a show pony, and it goes throughout the arena.
Tobin gives finger guns to Mel the usher. Shout out to my guy Mel, by the way.
I was going to ask you, you're in a new spot this year, right?
Yeah.
Have you adjusted?
I have.
Oh, clearly, you know Mel.
Yeah, Mel gets me where I gotta go, dude.
Nice.
I have adjusted, and I like it better because I can see that he bench. I like seeing Spo when he gets upset at somebody.
When I worked usher,
my favorite move is when he does the high kick because somebody blows a coverage.
What is he trying to accomplish?
What is he doing? Aerobics?
Looks like Elvis. Like,
you know, nothing's better than the traveling. The traveling.
Walking all over the place. Sometimes there's big travel when it's all arms.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's little travel if it's not a big part of the game. He's doing little fingers.
Yeah.
But he'll let the refs know. Like when Reggie Jackson got that 3-point when he got that call, he goes, and then he goes to the ref. He goes, "Hey, move to the pivot foot." I'm like, come on, what are we doing? Let's get some headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Chris Sims. He can go to hell. We're not the only ones that like to dunk on him, by the way. This has become a thing, and he's getting a little sensitive.
Is he?
Getting a little sensitive. So, Chris Sims said something to the effect of, I don't have the exact take, but he said, if you put Gardner Minshew in for the Eagles, they'll still be really damn good. Demeaning a little bit of what Jalen Hurts means to the Eagles, which is MVP candidate. And by the way, the Eagles with Gardner Minshew, not as good. Because as Leroy is crowned him, he's new Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's fun. He's wacky. Every now and then he'll do some fun stuff, but he's not that good.
Didn't Dallas blow the doors off of him?
He's not that good. He's not that good. You know, he's got a fun mustache. He wears jorts. He works out in the nude. You know, he'll be in the league forever. Everyone's going to. One day, Gardner Minshew will probably be on the Dolphins, you know, backing up Tua. But he's not that good. Nobody wants him as a starting quarterback. And so, Eagles hit a little bit of a lull, and SportsCenter put up on Instagram Chris Sims' take. You know, Gardner Minshew, I guess, isn't, I guess the Eagles aren't as good with Gardner Minshew. And Chris Sims got sensitive.
Oh,
about
because
SportsCenter.
ESPN put that up.
And he works for NBC. And so he was lashing out on his show. Here is Hell Dweller Chris Sims.
Jalen Hurts makes them better. I know that. And like you SportsCenter Instagram for like putting it out again for like the third time in 3 weeks. Like off. Like really off ESPN SportsCenter. Like seriously. They didn't put it out that in my quote last week after the Cowboys game, but they're gonna wait to the game yesterday. That's why I hate social media and you ESPN SportsCenter one more time on the way out.
You wait till it's relevant. You can slam someone. You just
I just don't. I just let's
the right opportunity.
Do they not make content in there anymore? I mean, damn, stop jocking me, ESPN.
Well, in the whole context, I feel like people think you
went
went
piece of your check.
like this was in the MVP debate context, like who is most
Invite
valuable
me
to
on
the team.
SportsCenter and let's have a conversation if you want to really get into this SportsCenter.
Wow. Do you think-
Invite me on ESPN, you scared little babies.
Whoa, sensitive.
Someone's up in their feelings.
His feelings.
Him feelings hurt.
Here was the quote, by the way. This was his quote. The full quote was on Jalen Hurts. There's no way he's more valuable to his team than Mahomes, Burrow, or Allen. If you put Gardner Minshew on the Eagles, they're still really damn good. Oh, I think we've seen the difference. They've been basically unbeatable with Jalen Hurts. They were not with Gardner Minshew. And so he got in his feelings that SportsCenter's Instagram put that up.
Well,
was mad.
it's
He was
amazing.
mad.
It's amazing because if Jalen Hurts had been healthy all year, he had a good chance to win MVP. So what
absolutely.
would we say then?
It's just a
Right?
text that comes in that says, you can tell Chris Sims. I can't say it. You can tell Chris Sims was breastfed since he was 12.
Point for Texter.
Homeschooled. He had no interaction with people. Right? I mean, like, here's the deal. You can't be a hot take samurai, right? And then when somebody attacks one of your hot takes, get sensitive.
You got to eat it.
You got to eat it.
You got to eat it. Oh, sensitive. Oh, SportsCenter dunked on one of my takes. Your takes are all terrible.
Right.
Your takes are all terrible. And by the way, answer for this guy was an A1 saying Zach Wilson was better than Trevor Lawrence. So, like, I'm not the only one. Answer for your crimes, Chris Sims.
Well, you better be careful before he drop a F-bomb on you.
Oh, you invite me on sports. It sounds like someone's begging for a job. Get me away from Florio.
Kind of sounded like it.
Yeah, it kind of did. Well, I want Orlovsky's spot. You Matt? You jealous of Orlovsky? Are you, Chris Sims?
It was like, wow, he dropped
scared babies.
He dropped like a assortment of F-bombs. He dropped little F-bombs, big F-bombs. It like, wow.
Why would SportsCenter be scared of having Chris Sims on? I think they would love to have you on. To dunk on your takes.
Here, they probably don't want him on because of his bad takes.
Probably could keep him off because of his potty mouth. This is Disney, dude.
Can I hear it again, dude?
Of course. Let's hear it again.
Jalen Hurts makes them better. I know that. And like you SportsCenter Instagram for like putting it out again for like the third time in 3 weeks. Like off. Like really off ESPN SportsCenter. Like seriously. They didn't put it out that in my quote last week after the Cowboys game, but they're gonna wait to the game yesterday. That's why I hate social media and you ESPN SportsCenter one more time on the way out.
You wait till it's relevant. You can slam someone. You just
I just don't. I just let's
the right opportunity.
Do they not make content in there anymore? I mean, damn, stop jocking me, ESPN.
Well, in the whole context, I feel like people think
me
you
a
went
piece of your check.
like this was in the MVP debate context, like who is most
Invite
valuable
me
to
on
the team.
SportsCenter and let's have a conversation if you want to really get into this SportsCenter.
Wow. Do you
Invite me on ESPN, you scared little babies.
First of all,
wow.
First of all, Chris Sims gets a -1 for only this.
Lashing out.
Throw it out. Don't put the -1.
-1.
Nobody on this side of the Mississippi uses the phrase jocking me. That was like, I think I was in high school.
Chris Sims. Stolen McRib says you can't call somebody else a baby while you're crying like a baby.
Right.
Crying, dude.
Right.
Bro, like somebody give that dude a pacifier.
He cursed 8 times in 40 seconds. He's worse than a UFC fighter.
He's worse than
Wait.
who's that dude we had on?
Oh god.
Oh, my
Holiday?
Oh, Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I'll Holland. Man.
And I'm telling you, nothing was more egregious than to stop jocking me, ESPN.
Give me part of your check. Hey, dude, listen, you might want to get a refund because like that take was terrible.
Terrible. I get what he was saying, but you probably shouldn't do it that way. You could listen, it's very easy. Would have been very easy for him to say, Jalen Hurts is having a great year. He said, but Patrick Mahomes and his other guys, they're more important to their team at this moment. Like, that's all he had to say, right? And you would respect that even if you didn't agree with it. But why do we feel that in order to make our point, somebody else has to be diminished? That's the problem with this.
It says Chris Sims definitely drinks a glass of milk with dinner.
Oh, what a serial killer.
Yeah.
Strange.
When was the last time you had milk with dinner?
Never.
I don't know. When I was a child,
I didn't even drink milk as a child.
Not even chocolate milk.
You know,
I feel like I squeezed in.
You know what my milk was?
What?
Milk as a child for me was only a way to make my cereal soft.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And if it was the right, like if you get some Apple Jacks, if you get you some Apple Jacks, that milk is good after with the Apple Jack dust in it.
Somebody said, another -1. You can't say scared little babies after a profanity laced rant.
-1.
I really thought he was gonna end that with a different word. I really do.
Yes. I thought he was going to go with the big B word, not the little one.
Scared little babies.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's probably the most that he's been beeped in his life.
For sure.
He was really upset.
I don't picture him as a cusser, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Sensitive.
All right, we'll take a quick break. 15 minutes of heat is next.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
You had your chance, Chris Sims. You had your chance.
Mackenzie Dern, she's hot as
AM 560 Sports WQAM. Broadcasting live from the Ed Moore
of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Heat back in action tonight, taking on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Technically, this game is tomorrow.
It will end tomorrow. It will end tomorrow for sure.
Oh my goodness, West Coast is the worst.
I like it. I like it, especially with this new time. Oh, love it. Stay up, no repercussions. It's delightful. Man, there's a lot of ice in that thing.
Not really. If it was a lot of ice, it wouldn't move as much.
Certainly sounds like there is.
No, you don't understand how it works. If there's a lot of ice, the ice doesn't move as much.
Forgive me for asking, but who was the person lashing out on this show?
Oh, you missed Chris Sims, J-Fig.
No.
Chris Sims was lashing out. He was upset.
It's a lot.
He was in his feelings.
About 7 or 8 curse words in about 48
Yeah,
seconds.
he was really upset. Yeah. It was like I was like, whoa. You know, you never know if something is a bit or genuine. No, he was genuinely upset.
Yeah.
It basically just imagine if you watching Little Opie in the old days and he just start cussing like crazy.
Who?
Opie.
Opie, dude.
Do you know I mean, he's actually really good director now.
Ron Howard?
Ron Howard?
Yeah.
Call him Opie?
Yeah, he's Opie. His first show was his name was Opie. The hell out of here.
Oh, from the Andy Griffith show?
From the Andy Griffith show. He was the little boy.
All right.
Apologize.
Well, I mean, Andy
because
Griffith,
you ain't know what the hell I was talking about, don't mean I wasn't right.
I mean, it's a very old reference.
He was
Could
confused.
have at least gone like
Wait.
at least Happy Days.
Look at a picture of Opie and tell me you don't think Chris Sims.
All right, let me see. Opie.
More like Mopey, am I right?
That's a point.
He does look like Chris Sims. Actually.
Right.
All right, hold on. Opie. Oh wow, he does kind of look like Chris Sims.
Yes. Just because you guys didn't get it, don't mean it wasn't accurate.
Hey, look, he's drinking milk with his dinner.
Point for Tobin.
J-Fig, have you ever drank milk with your dinner?
No.
I know people that after dinner, when they have dessert, they have a glass of milk.
No. You know,
I
my
can't
dad
even-
does that actually.
With dessert?
Before bed, he'll drink milk. And also yesterday,
You
he
sure
drank
that's
it
not milk
with
and that's
a
not
donut.
that Cocacino?
Cocacino? No, I'm pretty sure it's not that.
Yeah, because he don't seem like a milk drinker.
I love a Cocacino right now.
He seems
He
like
does.
he seems like he go to bed with a shot of whiskey.
Well,
now I'm sleeping.
He would, but so what you do so you don't get like a hangover or anything like that the next day, that's what he does. He drinks a cold glass of of milk, and then he goes to sleep.
Really?
Game Boy 305 says Chris Sims cuts the crust off his sandwich.
Oh my! And
It avoids the heartburn.
Cuts it in fours,
Has to little triangles.
little triangles.
Oh man! All right, so the Heat
He eats in the plate with the sections.
Speaking of a show pony, LeBron tonight questionable.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. You and Skip.
I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Heat to beat them again, and he's gonna be. It's not in my DNA to play this kind of basketball.
Except the only difference is that
Nuggets.
the only difference is you are legitimately making fun of the guy who's going to be the best scorer in NBA history.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's also a show pony.
Really? No.
That's him.
No.
Please, Pat, save me. Please save me from the Lakers. I'm sorry. Get over
You
yourself.
think he wants
dude.
to come back to Miami?
Oh, what do you think that was? That whole performance? That was throw me a lifeline, please.
Performance.
Oh, that whole dog and pony show, dude, that he was putting on after he kicked his ass. What I mean, what did you think that was? You thought that was just him being honest? Come on,
Just LeBron just saying things.
my DNA to play. I want to play winning basketball. All right. I mean, nobody made you trade for Russell Westbrook, dude. Who wanted that? You knew street clothes was going to be made of porcelain. You knew that.
And guess where he is?
Who's been balling out for the Wizards? You traded his ass for Westbrook.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
None of these guys were good enough to Brandon Ingram wasn't good enough to play with LeBron. Brandon Ingram. LeBron said, no thanks.
If he had just kept the players that he had and didn't trade for anybody, he'd probably be better off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they won the championship. I mean, asterisk because Goran got hurt, but good for A lot of fodder with this Kyle Lowry, huh? People won't let it go that he's going to get traded. I don't think he's going anywhere. Had a good season. It's been okay.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. This is how it starts, Marcos.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
This is how it starts.
It's been okay.
It hasn't been great.
He's
in
a little bit of you're doing. You know what you're doing. Here's what you're doing. You're closing the door, but you're leaving it unlocked.
I'm not leaving the door open. First of all, I like Kyle Lowry. That's my guy.
Really?
Low dog.
Really?
Low dog, dude. That's my guy.
Can I just make a suggestion? Don't like me like you like Kyle Lowry.
Weren't you trading him like the other day?
No, no. Bill Simmons was trying to trade him. So was Windhorse. They wanted to trade Kyle Lowry for D'Angelo Russell of all
Why
people.
would they do that?
Which I found strange. It's all this. That's why I'm saying, Jay. All this fodder around him. It's very strange.
Very.
Now he has.
And you don't think you have anything to do with that?
No, I'm not Windhorst.
Don't make me bring back Scooby so he can side eye you.
I'm just telling you, J-Fig, it's very odd that they put all this Lowry noise out there. Why would they do that?
You do it.
Since it's contract related. Just because he has such a big contract, the Heat may try to unload it.
Yeah, but like, unload it for what? This year? Like, you don't think you're gonna be able to trade an expiring Kyle Lowry contract next year? I think they will. Every team wants an out for cap space. Like, it's not like this 4-year deal down the line. I don't know. I can't see the Heat just doing it to get out of the Kyle Lowry deal a year early. Doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense.
Why you trade him 17 times then?
I didn't trade for him. The only thing I ever said was
traded him 17 times.
No. Can you get your facts straight? I thought we were going to bring this up. Okay. Nobody had a problem with my Kyle Lowry. No. I said with Kyle Lowry originally.
Hold on, because I'm telling you, no wiggle room. Facts.
What I said
it better not be a may, hopeful, could be.
No, I'll be honest about it. What I said when he was still on the Raptors at the trade deadline. The Raptors.
No, you traded him 5 times from here.
No, I haven't.
Oh my!
You mean for like trade filler with Kevin Durant? That doesn't count.
Wait, did you or did you not?
Well, you got to match salaries. That's how it works.
If he's your guy, it would not count.
Right.
Hey, Tobin.
That's my theory.
Wait,
we were talking UFC.
I always know when you're lying, fraud.
I talked to Kyle Lowry's people over the summer. I was like, hey, look, I love you guys working out at the UFC facility.
He
was
wasn't
great.
working out.
He was too. I was having talks with people at the UFC about Kyle Lowry and Bam working out there. I'm a journalist.
You're terrible.
The one that sticks with me, and I've answered for my crimes, is I said I never wanted him. I said Lowry.
Yeah, but you've traded him 5 times this year.
Not because of him, though. You got to match salary.
It still matters. You traded him. It don't say not because of him.
Not because of him, though.
That makes it even worse.
That's the matchy match. That's how the game works.
That makes it even worse.
Why?
Because you're like,
I'm not trading Jimmy or Bam.
I care so little about Kyle Lowry. It doesn't even matter who he is. I'm just looking at his number.
That's not true. That's not fair.
Wait, what did you say? What did you just say? What did you just say? You
now
said,
he has.
I didn't even trade him because I wanted to trade him. I traded him for filler.
Now he has hit a woo. I mean, lately, woo. This road trip. I don't know what's going on.
You're not even putting him on notice, though.
3 points, 5 points, 6 points.
Woo. Are you putting him on notice or are you just trading him?
He's not on notice. I kind of, because here's my theory behind it, because Spo's not playing him a lot of minutes. My theory behind it is he was playing so many minutes early on the season. I think they're trying to taper it down a little bit. I think. I'm not positive. It's just my working theory. But he has had a little slumpy here.
Also, his declining play has coincided with Tyler and Bam's improvement.
That's another thing. Like, he kind of has to, is he taking a back seat to the young guns? Because, you want them to kind of run the show right now. And, he doesn't really do anything with the ball other than shoot threes, and he throws that pass all the way up, that's your move. Party Now post. Tobin t-shirt is, I'm a journalist with him eating crow. That is journalism. I didn't have my journalist boots on at that time. It was a hot take thing. And I paid my bets.
I don't know.
A lot of Kyle Lowry fodder, though.
You're the worst because you bring stuff like this up. And then when you get called to answer for your crimes,
I mean, he's missed some time.
Look, now we go attack this man's season.
I'm not attacking him. I'm just reviewing
when nobody else was playing, guess who was playing 40 minutes a game?
Kyle Lowry was.
Okay. Now all of a sudden he's like,
I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Really?
It's interesting.
Okay.
Missed 4 games. Not getting to the free throw line at all.
Anything else you want to do to try to minimize what this man has done?
14 points in 3 games. Jesus.
He's a point guard.
Score some points. Put some more point in the guard. That's my guy, though. Listen, I'm not worried about it. He's going to bounce back. He's going to bounce back. He's going to bounce back. That's my dude.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. He's going to bounce back. He's going to bounce back.
Really? No way. More point in guard. Really?
Two Tobin is.
That's right, low dog.
That's your guy.
That's my guy, though.
You are the worst.
I think
you never. You know what? You never answer for your crime.
I answer for my crimes. I did too.
When?
Anytime anybody's got a problem with old Tobes, I'm right there, boots on the ground.
Trevor Lawrence.
I don't care about Trevor Lawrence right now.
Oh,
if he wins on Saturday, I'll answer for my crimes.
You've taken a different approach.
If he makes the playoffs, there will be a trial here on Monday.
No.
Why?
Based on where they were last year, the way they are this year, you think Trevor Lawrence had nothing to do with it?
I didn't say nothing to do with it. I'm saying if he makes the playoffs, I'll have a trial on Monday.
So you're saying that what they've done this year doesn't matter if they don't make the playoffs.
What does a Jacksonville trial look like? Is it like a hootenanny?
I don't know. You're the resident redneck. You tell us.
It's at a Zaxby's.
It's at a range, right?
Yeah,
it's on the range.
I'm fixing to think you're guilty. Objection, Your Honor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I'm going to hell.
No, say hi to Chris Sims.
Yeah.
You babies.
He's in the baby section though. Jeez.
Stop poking me with your pitchfork.
Hey, you know what? Hell's not that bad. I just wish they would cut the corners off my sandwiches.
And diagonal.
Diagonal.
I love this pacifier made out of fire.
Dude, wow. He really lost his mind.
You babies.
Man,
So what's happening with Skip and Shannon? Did they just move it on, keep it moving?
I don't know. A lot of people think it's going to be the end. I don't know.
I told you that
It's
yesterday.
up to Shannon. I think it's up to Shannon. What does Shannon want to do?
I told you that yesterday. Like, come on,
I
man.
don't think Shannon's going to leave that show.
Skip Bayless has gone out of his way to minimize the credibility of Shannon Sharp with some of the things he says about his career and whatever. He's done this to himself. But what kind of takes the cake is that when you have to tell somebody how much you respect a coworker, that means there's questions out there about it. And you follow it up by saying, I really respect Shannon Sharp, and less than 24 hours later, you cut him off. No, you don't. You don't respect that man. And he is the one person bringing that show credibility.
Hey, quick break. Wrap things up on the other side.
Previously on
Tobin. If he strapped that to his ass, it ain't going to help him play no better defense.
Strapped it to his ass. He looked like Kyle Lowry. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. So,
did you see what Dave South tweeted?
I did not.
I mean, not tweeted, but put
Twitched?
in the, yeah.
No, I did not. What did he say?
He said, if Kyle Lowry gave 2 bleeps, he'd lose 15 pounds.
He came into shape. He came in shape though, right?
He did. I think he looks in good shape.
Yeah. That won't stop you from doing what you do.
What did I do?
You know what you do.
Lowry. All I said was I found it interesting that he's in all this fun. I don't think he's getting traded. I think it's weird.
Everybody's just following your lead.
It's not following my look. It's my job. It is my job.
Oh, see, no, don't throw job into it.
It is my job.
Not your job. Oh my.
People come. No. I'm not gonna let you do that. People come to me and I get little things thrown my way. People in my DMs all day. My ass. Tobin, talk about this. Tobin, talk about this. Tobin, talk about this. I can't ignore it. They wouldn't be doing our job. We got to talk about it. If Kyle Lowry trade fodder is a thing, then we got to say, hey, why is this a thing, Leroy? Do you believe it? I don't believe it. I don't think he's getting traded. Now, he has a little slumpy slump here, and Spo is paying him not as much, but I think it has to do with the fact that he plays so many minutes early in the year. I think. Missed a lot of time now. He had the injury. Then he was out for personal reasons against the Lakers. Now he's not playing very much on the road trip. 1 fourth quarter, he didn't play at all. A lot of single-digit points, though. I mean, maybe tonight will
-1.
What?
Or maybe his thing isn't scoring. He's more of a facilitator.
He's not doing much of that either. Stats are the stats,
I got you.
Anyway, big news. Big. People who are boots on the ground at the Dolphins facility have revealed a big change in Dolphins land once again. The Miami Dolphins have removed the ping pong table from the locker room. The ping pong table is gone.
The new one?
Wow.
Gone.
Damn.
The ping pong table is no more. It has been removed with everything on the line this week. No ping pong.
Damage is done, my friend.
Yep. Well, I would agree with that.
It's like a little late, dude. Okay. All right. Maybe 4 weeks ago, Mike. That would have been nice. Now I got Mike Glennon walking around. You know what it is? They don't want Mike Glennon to participate in ping pong.
I like the one guy who responds to David Ferrones, who covers it for the Sentinel. He says, there's been more updates about this ping pong table than there have been on Byron Jones. Fair point.
That's a good point.
That's a fair point. Oh, my God.
So he can't use the excuse. Before it was like, I think Tyreek Hill tried to cover it up. Oh no, we're just
the first time they took it out, they were on a little losing streak.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel said, well, that just speaks to the guys, focus on the task. And Tyreek Hill had revealed that it actually got broken and he was going to get a better table. And I believe he finished it with the phrase, "Pimp my ping pong table." Now I don't know what the reason is. Now it seems like the reason is just they don't want to lose.
It's in the locker room.
It was, and they removed it.
The players did it. It had nothing to do with Mike McDaniel.
Well, it didn't have anything to do with him the last time either. But
Right.
the last time Mike McDaniel was told a whopper by the leaders who said we were more focused on the losing streak, when in fact Tyreek Hill said, I just wanted to get a better ping pong table.
Yeah.
This time around, I feel like it's just the losing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Having a ping pong table don't change nothing.
It really doesn't. It's
That's
hey,
sports. But to be honest with you though, that's sports. Because I gotta tell you, if we won a game, I had 2 coaches who would do everything the exact same way the week before. Right? So if we won a game and the week before we didn't practice in pads, we ain't practicing in pads this week. Right? If we lose the game, we might put shells on. Just like, yeah. Denny was like that, and Belichick was like that.
well, I get riding the hot hand. In fact, I would say it's
That's
probably
not riding their hot hand. They ain't got nothing to do with what's going on the football field.
Nah, you got to keep routine, dude. I understand. One thing about old Tobes, they call me the routiner.
Oh, boy.
I like to keep a routine.
They call you the what?
The routiner.
The routiner?
Yeah, they call me Dave Higgins.
Oh, look, guys, the
routiner.
It's the routiner. Keeping things in order.
Dude, what's your superpower?
Okay.
What you got, a scheduling book? Like, that's your superpowers?
You know who probably it was the routiner? Joe Philbin. I could see him being the routiner.
That guy.
That guy keeps
guy was
routine.
a routiner.
Oh, it's 5:25 a.m. Got to brush my teeth.
Or
every day.
Tom Coughlin.
Oh, well, no, yeah, Tom Coughlin. He has a routine set, and then he goes, "You better be early.
Yeah,
better be early for that routine."
He's a meaner routiner.
What is wrong?
Oh man. Well, I think this is a good sign. They're gonna win. No ping pong. Jenny.
Hey,
he was good at ping pong.
Y'all better hope that Mike Glennon. I think I'd rather have Mike McDaniel play quarterback than Mike Glennon.
I still like that Tyreek Hill Wildcat thing. I think
that's the way they should go, dude.
There's
Just
something there.
he literally is a wildcat. He's the cheetah.
Yep.
Just let him do wildcat.
I like it.
In fact, we should make that a poll. Normally, you don't put a poll at the end of a show, but we can have the results for tomorrow. Better strategy: Mike Glennon at quarterback or Tyreek Hill 30 snaps at wildcat.
What are you gonna do at quarterback for the other snaps?
Whatever, however many snaps it takes. How many snaps do you usually get? 60?
I don't know. Not him. He's going to take everyone to the house, baby.
How about half the snaps to Cheetah, half the snaps to Waddle?
We're going to run 10 reverses to Cedric Wilson to throw the ball.
Oh my god.
I'm so
this
broken.
sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks, but I'm not saying they're out of it.
They're not, but man, this is so much different than a month ago.
I wouldn't say
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, everybody. That's our
All
show
right.
for today. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Hockman and Crowder are coming up after us. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Question. What? Are you putting them on notice?
No, they're not on notice. That's why
Then
I'm
shut up! You shut up and let me talk then. It works both goddamn ways.
Duelo de Millonarios? Millonarios?
To transition.
Hope you mother have a good day.